What's going on, everybody? Huge day in crypto. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Here we go. Ethereum ETFs getting set to go live. We are going to be live here for the next 3 hours, bringing you all the way up to 11:30. Appreciate you guys for being here. And yes, this is a major event. Breaking crypto news. We have Ethereum ETFs set to go live today. Yes, that is the news. Massive crypto news, as the Ethereum ETF could bring, and I think will bring, billions of dollars into the fold here, and I think could set the stage for a massive altcoin run. And I think these next 8 to 12 months are going to be a huge opportunity for all of us to make it, to achieve our goals, to do what we set out to do, to capture what we've been looking for. And hopefully, you and all of us have been accumulating accordingly, have been stacking our chips, and have been positioning ourselves to win big during this upcoming bull run. And guys, we are here at the perfect time to sit here and talk about what we've got coming here with an Ethereum ETF, what this could mean. We have a huge week even outside the Ethereum ETFs, guys. Massive things happening with Bitcoin. Obviously, Bitcoin Nashville, the largest Bitcoin event coming up later this week. That's going to be huge. I see some people in the chat saying no tax on crypto. That definitely could be something that would set the market on fire too. We don't know if that's going to be true or not. We've got Trump speaking at Bitcoin Nashville, though. A lot of people speculating on what he's going to say, making Bitcoin part of the reserve in the U.S. Who knows? Who knows? But I know this. It's bullish. There's a lot of great catalyst right now aligning for the cryptocurrency market. And I'm just so glad to be here with you guys at this point in time, because we are just so damn early to all of this. And man, it feels good. Man, it feels good. So shout out to everybody in the chat. I see you guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. As you guys come in the door, make sure you smash the like button on YouTube. And if you are listening and watching this over on X, go ahead and hit that retweet button, hit the heart on X, send this thing out there so we get more and more people coming in to the fold here. But yes, Ethereum ETFs have been approved by the SEC, bringing popular funds to second largest cryptocurrency under Bitcoin. And the expectation is that we could see billions of dollars flow into ETFs this year, like we did with Bitcoin. Now, approval did not seem certain weeks ago. I mean, we knew that it was coming at some point, but then we heard rumblings of, oh, it could be later this fall. It could be kicked down the line closer to the election. But in late May, SEC officials really started heating up the conversation and bringing ETF issuers along in silence. Then on May 23rd, exactly 2 months from today, 2 months back from today, the regulator, the SEC, approved a key filing, opening up the pathway to full approval through the latest decision. Now, some analysts out there are saying this spot Ethereum ETF could move the price of Ether up to 6,500 eventually. I think that's a pretty decent target, 6,500 to 7K in this cycle. But imagine what happens when retail money comes in too, alongside ETFs. I think Ethereum could certainly double in price from these current levels. And you could make the argument that more people may even find Ethereum more interesting in a lot of ways than Bitcoin, considering that it's a smaller asset. You can own more of the asset, control it more. Now, there are other people who say Ethereum doesn't have the first mover advantage like Bitcoin, doesn't have the strong enough narrative, such as Bitcoin's digital gold narrative. But I would argue again that the messaging has already started. We've seen that Ethereum actually brings more utility right now than Bitcoin, given that it has smart contract capabilities. So I think, like they were wrong with the Bitcoin ETF in terms of how much money would come in and how much interest there would be, I think they're going to be wrong about the Ethereum ETF too. I think there is a lot more pent-up demand and interest in an Ethereum ETF than people want to give it credit for. Now, I'll say this. Just yesterday, news came out regarding the Bitcoin ETF. We saw more inflows into the Bitcoin ETF yesterday than QQQ. So we have basically seen the Bitcoin ETF become the most successful ETF launch ever. And that's what sent the price of Bitcoin to all-time highs, up above 73,000 back in March. We've never seen an ETF like the Bitcoin ETF have this much success this early. See here, Bitcoin bleeding a little bit to Ethereum right now too as we speak. Ethereum slightly down a little bit, but the market itself down about 2%. We do have some cryptos up. Ethereum name service is up. It got news that Bitwise is going to be using ENS services. The Bitwise Ethereum ETF. That's huge. And we've been talking about Ethereum name service for a while, and these ERC20 tokens that I think are set to move, like Shiba Inu, like the whole SHIB ecosystem. You know, you've got Pepe, which I think will also make some major noise as well. But that's why we see Ethereum name service up top here. So we are counting down till 9:30 here. Of course, with the Ethereum ETFs potentially going live, all accounts are that they are going live at 9:30 here for trading. We're going to be with you guys until 11:30, so we'll be right here with you guys. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe down below if you have not already. There you can see ENS and Ethereum Classic. Two cryptos up right now. In terms of meme coins, got some things happening. We'll get into it. Ducky on Solana, we've been talking about this one since about a 2 mil market cap. Slurf is making some noise again. Big pump there on Slurf. Shibnobi on base, small market cap, but looking good. How about Kendu Inu getting back over $150 million market cap, dialing back a little bit right here, but did spike up over 150. Great looking chart there on Kendu. So we'll get into that as time rolls along here. But a lot of people talking about what's going on here as the world's largest Bitcoin conference, 2 days away. It's coming to Nashville, Tennessee, July 25th to the 27th. I'll be out there in Nashville. Donald Trump is speaking. Vivek Ramaswamy is speaking. Tulsi Gabbard is speaking. Michael Saylor is speaking. So amazing things happening on that front for sure. Pre-market trading of ETH ETPs is significantly lighter than pre-market trading of Bitcoin ETPs on launch day. Still good to see trading activity in the biggest expected players pre-market. This is to be expected on day one, but I think over time, Ethereum ETFs are going to have much success. We've got a super chat coming in from Crypto Profit, a $20 super bomb. Crypto Profit, thanks so much for dropping this in here. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks so much for the $20 super chat here. Good morning, Zach and friends. Coming to you from the new Shinobi projects and community on Base Network. One to DYOR into, as this one's back for redemption and to reclaim its place as a top meme in the DeFi industry. Hashtag Shinja. Yeah, we were in this one pretty early too. We got in here like 10K market cap. It's 432K, and I think if this thing can recapture some of that glory that it had back in 2021, look out. It's built on Ethereum on the base chain. Very low fees. Starting to build back up 13% today. I like it. I like the potential here for sure. So we'll get rid of that breaking news there. When is the Ethereum ETF for Ethereum supposedly starting today? Trading starting today at 9:30, guys. Silver alert is out for Biden. Yeah, we've been following that a little bit this morning. Good morning, Zach. It's been a while. Christine, how you doing? What do you think ETH? What do you think ETH going all-time high today? I don't know about that getting to an all-time high today, but over time, I think it's not going to take as long as we think. It's not happening. Wait until Powell speaks next week. Another super chat. Why SHIB is not recovering now? It's down. Well, the overall market's down. But I do think SHIB will have a really nice run-up with Ethereum ETFs going live. Again, SHIB, Bone, anything tied to Ethereum, I think has a tremendous opportunity to do well here. Pepe. We're not going up until mid-August. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. JP Morgan had basically said that too. ETH to 4K today. Hey, Zach, aren't we expecting a drop today just like we got with the Bitcoin spot ETF? There could be a little buy the rumor, sell the news. But I mean, this is a long-term catalyst. We have to remember that. This is not a short-lived, short-term catalyst. That's awesome, Christine. Good to see you back. What's a good price to get into Brett? I mean, anytime it dips down near $1 billion market cap, that 10 range, that's where I was accumulating here. But I don't think it's there right now. Let's see where Brett is. It's down to 1.3. But I mean, if you could pick it up down in here in the 10s, that's our spot right now. That's where we've held some support. So maybe we go back down there, but with Ethereum ETFs coming, it just depends on the overall market sentiment here. Though there will be some dips along the way, but right now Brett's looking strong. Bone looks great, especially from where we called it. Appreciate the super chats too, guys. Make sure you smash the like button. Definitely helps us out. If you want to become a member on the channel, give back that way. Help my coffee addiction out. That'd be awesome. Bone K9 Wolf Tools. What's up, Barkoshi? Which meme coin, if you picked one, will benefit from the ETF? There's going to be a lot more than one. I mean, but the ones, built on Ethereum or base chain tied to ETH definitely are interesting. And I think there will be some Solana ones that pump like crazy too. Supposed to go live at 9:30. Oh, bro, we are bullish on Kendu. Very, very bullish on Kendu. We were in there so freaking early, and it's still so damn early to Kendu. Just plug it in my laptop here, guys. All right, there we go. There we go. Got to charge up. Get ready for the Crypto Breakfast Club later. Oh, yeah. We're back. Solana or Ethereum, if you were to put a heap of money into it. It's tough. I mean, I own both. I think Solana has more upside, but obviously there's more risk. If you had to pick one. See, I disagree with this completely. Honestly. Meme coins are dead. They're not going to pump high with Wall Street owning all crypto. More real world use crypto will pump Chainlink, Polygon, Solana. So I agree with you that Wall Street owning crypto will pump the utility tokens, but retail I think still loves meme coins. I think both things could be true at the same time. That's my 2 cents. Any word about XRP? Nothing. You know, that SEC meeting was canceled. Andy said Solana. Shibnobi on base on X is one to check out as it's making some moves in a low market cap for sure. Yeah. Hashtag Shinjo. Yeah, we talked about that one a little bit. Crypto Profit, thanks for the $20 super bomb too. Is Bowden pumping? Yes, it is. It's up 118%. I mean, it's way down from its all-time high, though. This thing was ridiculous. Almost $1 billion market cap. Billion with a B. But it is up a little bit. I mean, it's definitely tradable right now. Up 121%. PayPay still looks really good. Still in a good trade there. 125 mil. It's down a little bit, but still trading in a really nice range. If we look at PayPay on the 1 day, still looks really, really good. This is a good little pullback here. Good opportunity in my opinion. Long as we can continue to make higher lows here, this is a nice pullback. Good opportunity. We'll see you at 9:30, Barkoshi. Yes, sir. We'll see you there, bro. AJ said, I'm going to be rich at 9:30. I don't know if it's going to go down like that, bro, but unless you're in some crazy meme coins that start pumping too. You know what I mean? But this is a massive day for us, guys. It's a massive week. It's a massive catalyst. And again, it's not a short-lived catalyst. It's a long-term catalyst here that it's going to be a gift that keeps on giving here throughout the bull market. Both the Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF. And if we get a Solana ETF at some point during the bull cycle, that could be massive too. Massive as well. What's going on, everybody? Kendu, Inu, and PayPay are great plays if you don't have too much to invest right now. I think they're lower risk, high upside meme coin plays for sure. Kendu all-time high coming. Yeah, JJBD, I just disagree with you, man. There's just way too much money flowing into meme coins. Think about all the money flowing into meme coins since Pepe launched last year. I mean, meme coins have literally propped up the entire altcoin market. Single-handedly. With low retail money that's still in crypto. Imagine when all the new retail money comes in, people who left come back. Meme coins are here to stay. JJ, it's real simple. We used to have 2 meme coins in the top 100. Now we have 10. So you're telling me meme coins are getting less popular? I disagree completely. Disagree completely. And I don't think Wall Street's going to change that. In fact, meme coins have a lot of things going for it in the sense that there's no centralized figure. They are completely fair launch. There's no ICO. When done right, they're not securities. It's like Shiba Inu. Think about Shiba Inu. It's very similar to Bitcoin in terms of how it's launched, in terms of the fairness. There's no guarantee of making money. So you take Polygon, for example. SHIB versus Polygon in the whole SEC, what's a security debate? SHIB destroys Polygon in that. And you could use that as a parallel freaking thing across the board. I like the PayPay one. I don't know about ANDEI though, but I like PayPay. Kendu looks great. The Kendu community is here. Let the Kendu community know in the Telegram we're here. Guys, let them know. Fire them up. You know what? Maybe I'll drop my live stream in here, and we're going to get the Kendu community fired up. Guys, smash the like button. It's a big day for crypto. Big, big day for crypto. There we go. I just let the whole community know in Kendu that we are here. So fire them up, bring them in, bring them out. You love it. You love it. What came first, the crypto or the coffee? Yeah. Yeah, Pepu is a strong play at the moment. Oh, that's Pepe Unchained. That one's not live yet. There are some bunch of fake contracts out there, though. But that's currently still in pre-sale. Thank you for the super sticker. Bina, thank you. Bina, another one. Another super sticker. And you're a member. In the wake of Bitcoin OGs selling their soul to Donald Trump, they have entered a deadly euphoria and wishful thinking. Either wake up or lose this cycle forever. Okay. Interesting take. I don't really know if we're going to get a big pump today. I think it's more about this week and seeing what inflows look like over the next 3-4 days. But don't get it twisted. This is a huge, huge catalyst for us. It's a longer term catalyst. This is huge for the whole cycle. Nice, man. Yeah. I can't join. Obviously, I'll be live here until 11:30, but Arbitrum's interesting. The whole layer 2 narratives, I think, will have a run too. Arbitrum, Optimism, Polygon. Obviously, Base doesn't have its own token, but I think Arb's in a good place, Caesar. Yeah, capital will always flow from meme coin to meme coin. People will chase the new hottest thing, 100%. And if you understand how the game is played, you can play the game, right? They're community driven, not utility based. They're easy to understand. People like the idea of them, and they're only getting bigger. So why not embrace it and make money? So JJ is back. Zach, people are broke. This economy is abhorrent. There's no retail. People don't like the games Wall Street plays. I'm telling you after this run. Yeah, but this is a point I made last night. This economy's bad. The economy's bad everywhere, though, by the way. But with the economy bad and not a lot of retail demand, Bitcoin set an all-time high. So what's that tell you? When the economy gets better and more retail money comes back in, what's going to happen? what's going to happen? The prices are going to go up. And the fact that the fiat system is collapsing is good for crypto long term. It sucks short term because the economy is going to be bad. But this is beautiful long term. It proves our point that crypto is here to stay. Crypto is being ushered in as the next revolution. And here's the thing, don't get it twisted. Yeah, the economy's bad. People don't have a lot of money. I get that. And on some level, people are literally fighting to stay alive. But there are also a lot of other people who don't, quote, have any money, who are still sports gambling. They're still eating out at dinner. They're still contributing to the consumer economy that is the United States. And if those people were smart and they wake the hell up, they would invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum at the bare minimum in order to be a hedge against inflation, rather than go buy the next Gucci belt or the next video game or whatever. Talked about this last night. So there's still money there that has not come back in, even with a bad economy. And I think with Ethereum ETFs, Bitcoin ETFs, the conversation starts to ramp up. Guys, we're only at 6% adoption. JJ, it's all about your time horizon. And it looks as if the way you're talking about it is like you're desperate right now. You're desperate. Like you need to get rich right now, and you're having this negative sentiment. Think long term, brother. Think long term. There's a lot to love about the next 5 to 10 years if you're invested, if you're doing everything you can to make money and invest that money. And I appreciate you coming in and giving your 2 cents, but I'm going to give you how I feel about it. Emax said also, meme coins are a gateway for most new retailers in the cryptocurrency industry. Even Elon leans on Doge, and SHIB is now more than just a meme coin with so much utility, with so much visibility. I agree. And that opportunity's there for some of these other cryptos to take on, this bigger role as, a big brand in the space that, triggers people to get in. I think this helped triggers alt season. This helps trigger alt season for sure. But I think, the Fed rate cuts will also do that. And just an overall better economic environment. The word on the street is they're going live at 9:30. We played at Cog Hill. It's great. They got 4 tracks there. We played 3 of them. Obviously, the one that the pros used to play right there. And then 2 other ones. Bentley Bay Meme and Coyote. Yeah, Bentley Bay Meme is looking really good. Small market cap, but man, look at this thing. Just continuing to set all-time highs. Look at this. This is the daily on Bentley Bay Meme. That is a beautiful chart. We've been talking about that at like less than 200K market cap. No, what's Kendu Chads? Is it a group within Kendu? Got you, man. Yeah. I get it. I can't come and join while I'm live, guys. I'm doing my thing. You guys do your thing. I appreciate you guys. I'm a huge Kendu representative. Massively bullish on the project. We were there a little over $1 million market cap. No. We have our own thing going. We got Ethereum ETFs going, but we talked about Kendu. I mean, I'm a big proponent of Ondo. I think it's one of the best utility tokens to buy right now, in my opinion. I think it's like Ether or something. That's at least BlackRock's. I'm pretty sure it was like Ether or something.
Convenient exposure to
Yeah, there it is. There it is. ETHA is the iShares Ethereum Trust ETF. ETHA. Ether. EST, Joe. Let's see what they're saying. BlackRock just updated their website. Meet Ether, the iShares Ethereum Trust ETF. Gain access to Ethereum, the second largest crypto to Bitcoin, to remove the operational burdens and complexities associated with direct ownership through an exchange-traded product. There we go. Yeah, the people's expectations of how much money would come into Bitcoin ETF was way off. It's the most successful ETF in history, guys. Literally. Most successful ETF in history. Oh, I'm extremely bullish on Caspa. While the hype has died down a little bit, it happens. It ebbs and flows. But the projects that actually have ground to stand on, they stand much higher when a bunch of capital comes into the market. I'm very bullish on Caspa still. It is a top 5 holding of mine. I have a lot of CAS. Started buying it at 4 cents. Love Caspa. Yeah, we should be able to play it here. Let's see if you guys, can you guys hear? Let's see, where is that? Let's see if you guys can hear this. Yeah, this was the commercial. Let me try to play this through here and let me know if you guys can hear this. If it'll play. Maybe. Maybe. Not sure why it's not playing for us. Morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Smash the like button. Yeah, you already know Charles. XRP Army's in the house. I think Ethereum ETF will do great. Take a little time. Yeah. People like money and all the news on the bits. Yeah, this is not a short-lived catalyst. This is going to be over the next days and weeks and months that we'll see the true effect. Let's try to refresh here.
Just cryptocurrency by market cap after Bitcoin. Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrency by market cap after Bitcoin and has key characteristics that make it distinct. While many see Bitcoin's key appeal in its scarcity, many find Ethereum's appeal in its utility. Ethereum is a highly programmable blockchain that provides infrastructure for a diverse range of assets and use cases. You could think of Ethereum as a global platform for applications. This platform enables applications referred to as smart contracts to run without a centralized intermediary. Transactions on Ethereum require a transaction fee to be paid in the network's native token, Ether. Investor interest in Ether has been expanding as more people adopt digital assets. And that's why we're introducing Ether, the iShares Ethereum Trust ETF, which provides investors convenient exposure to Ether. Here are 3 things to know about Ether. The first is access. Ether enables investors to access Ethereum's native token Ether within a traditional brokerage account. The second is convenience. Ether can help remove operational burdens associated with holding Ether directly, as well as potential high trading costs and tax reporting complexities. And finally, integrated technology. Ether is managed by the world's largest asset manager and leverages a multi-year technology integration developed with Coinbase Prime, the world's largest institutional digital asset custodian. Access Ether through your online brokerage or discuss with your financial professional to find out how Ether could fit into your portfolio. Visit www.ishares.com to view a prospectus, which includes investment objectives, risks, fees, expenses, and other information that you should read and consider carefully before investing.
So there you go. That's the breakdown. That's kind of their short commercial. Here's BlackRock's Ether pitch to normies, basically. So there you go. This was big too. Check this out, guys. The Bitwise Ethereum ETF became the first US ETP to publish its Ethereum addresses and set ENS subnames for each address. So Bitwise, who's launching an Ethereum ETF, they're actually using Ethereum name service. That's why it's up 11% right now. That's a big deal. I've got a full video out on Ethereum name service and why I think it's a great play for this bull run. I've traded it before, but I'm going to talk about why I'm going in as an investor on Ethereum name service. That video comes out, I believe, at 10 o'clock on the channel. So definitely check that one out. I might even push it back a little bit, but maybe like 10:30 or 11 or something like that. But that's going to be a cool video for you guys to check out. But yeah, Bitwise using Ethereum name service, that's freaking cool. I mean, that is a breakthrough moment for ENS. Okay, and again, that is a token as well. This is the sort of transparency only crypto makes possible. It allows anyone to verify ETHW's holdings and flows directly on the blockchain, lets people easily build public dashboards or write smart contracts that utilize the available ENS records. They're going to be adding more addresses as the fund grows. So very, very cool stuff there. There was some stuff that Larry Fink had said. Oh, this was interesting yesterday. If Trump picks Larry Fink as Treasury Secretary, we're getting a strategic reserve. Bitcoin goes to the moon. Western countries follow. Germany buys back at $1 million per coin. That would be crazy. This is a rumor that's been swirling the last couple of days with Trump and BlackRock CEO Larry Fink. If the U.S. declares Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset under the Trump administration with Larry Fink as the Treasury Secretary, then this is the news that takes Bitcoin to 100,000. This is a little blurb from a recent article. The U.S. could strategically incorporate Bitcoin into its reserves, diversifying its portfolio and reducing reliance on traditional assets like gold and foreign currencies. Thielen wrote, pointing to the around 212,000 Bitcoin that the U.S. government currently holds, worth around $15 billion compared to its $600 billion worth of gold reserves. That would be huge, obviously. People speculating on what Trump's going to talk about and why he's even going, right? We had a massive IBIT, that's BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF inflow yesterday. Larry Fink, thanks you for momentum ignition. This was an interesting little tidbit. Check this out, guys.
This technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem. This technology is going to be.
So Ripple, enthusiasts are excited about that for sure, because that technology is already built there through RippleNet. So there's a lot to like about it. He's very bullish on RWA, which gives Chainlink.
And we believe it's so important to be anticipating the next move. I would also say on the beginnings of a ETF Bitcoin, we believe ETFs are a technology no different than Bitcoin was a technology for asset storage. We believe the next step going forward will be the tokenization of financial assets. And that means every stock, every bond will have its own, basically, CUSIP. It'll be on one general ledger. Every investor, you and I, will have our own number, our own identification. We could rid ourselves of all issues around illicit activities around bonds and stocks and digital by having a tokenization. But the most importantly thing, we can customize strategies through tokenization that fits every individual. We would have instantaneous settlement. Think about all the costs of settling bonds and stocks. But if you had a tokenization, everything would be immediate because it's just a line item. And so we believe this is a technological transformation for financial assets. I believe if you want to talk about voting and voting choice and all the things, if we know every moment who is the owner of that stock and it's now time to vote, every individual who has ownership is identified and they can vote their own share.
See, there you go. Right? So a lot to like about what Larry Fink is talking about beyond ETFs. Okay? The narrative will shift to RWAs. SEC green lights, Ethereum ETFs, guys, for BlackRock, Fidelity, and more. Massive, massive news this morning. Smash the like button, guys. We are potentially 12 minutes away here from Ethereum ETFs going live. All indications are that we are going live with Ethereum ETFs at 9:30 when trading begins. What a beautiful day for crypto. 12 minutes away. The countdown has begun. Boca saw a rumor that BlackRock will use Ondo to tokenize assets, but I'm sure they'll use many different cryptos. They are a big partner of Ondo Finance, Boca. So it would make a lot of sense. True Dunkel's in the house. Grand Rising, what's up? Turbo token, yeah, looking good. J-Roo. But this marks a huge milestone for our industry, guys. Not only do we going to have Bitcoin ETFs, we're going to have Ethereum ETFs, and they're already filing for Solana ETFs. Okay, this is a huge breakthrough moment for Bitcoin, for crypto. BlackRock Spot Ethereum ETF is now trading in the pre-market already. The iShares Ethereum Trust ETF, or ETHA, is already trading in the pre-market here today. So massive, massive stuff here for crypto, for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, for the markets. Appreciate you guys for rocking with us here. We will take this into the Crypto Breakfast Club, which starts at 9:30 in 10 minutes. So that's going to be fun. We're going to have a huge, great conversation going on. It's right here. It'll stay live right here on X and right here on YouTube. So don't go anywhere unless you want to join the conversation. You could join the actual X Twitter space, which if you guys have not seen that yet, it is linked up here. This is the actual stream, and you can take part in the conversation. We'll be talking about Ethereum ETFs, huge catalyst. If you guys could, hit that retweet button on my pinned post on X. Can we get this thing to 30 retweets? I think we can. I want to make this a huge, huge day for us. Let's get this thing to 30 retweets. If you guys can help us. All right, if you're on X, if you're somewhere, find a way to smash this retweet button and push this out. All right? Because it's really important we get some great people in here to keep the conversation rolling. We always, always, always encourage everybody to rock with us here and, help us out. We got a $20 super chat from Brenda. Thank you so much, Brenda. Much, much appreciated. Thank you so much. It really does mean a lot. We do this Monday through Friday for 3 hours. We don't make a ton on ad revenue. It's not about that. This is something I just love to do. and it's my full-time job now. So been a broadcaster all my life, and love it. So thank you so much for your support. It does mean a lot. And if you guys want to become a member on the channel, definitely do that. Where is the Crypto Breakfast Club? It's on X, but it's also going to be streamed right here. So AJ, you don't have to go anywhere if you don't want to. But Crypto Breakfast Club is an X space. So if you guys aren't following me on X, this is me on X right here on the screen. We just recently passed up 100,000+ followers on X. Crypto Breakfast Club has its own Twitter handle. We do it Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. We go live here first, and then we live stream it right here. So yes. An ETF in a dumbed down version. An ETF is an exchange traded fund where you get access to an asset or a group of assets through a big institution. So they're essentially lending it to you, and they manage it for you. That's literally it. Are you going to have a Crypto Breakfast Club meetup in Nashville? Juan Molina. We could try to do something like that. That'd be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, we could try to do something like that. If there are going to be some people out there, maybe I'll post something on X or something. Cryptothon's going to be listening while working. Amazing. Love that you're streaming the Breakfast Club now on YouTube. Yeah, why not, right? We're already live here, so yeah, you won't miss it. If you don't leave this stream, you won't miss it. But if you want to come over and join the conversation and be a active participant in it, you can come over to X. But make sure you're following me on X too. I'm posting a lot about crypto over there. Oh, I think it could drastically impact large Ethereum ERC20 tokens like Kendu. Yes. Especially when Ethereum starts setting all-time highs and gets price discovery. Daisy, what about Marvin? I know you're spamming this here heavily. What about Marvin? If ETH pumps, then the alts in ETH will be pumping. Exactly. Exactly. Yes, I will be in Nashville. I will be in Nashville for the Bitcoin conference. I leave tomorrow night. So anybody that's going to be in the Bitcoin conference, definitely come check us out. We're going to be out there for sure. It's going to be a ton of fun. I'm not quite sure where Marvin is, to be honest. I have not been keeping track of it, Daisy. That was the one on base, right? That was going to burn SHIB. I heard they got off to a really rocky start with their launch. Interesting idea. I'm down for anything that can help burn SHIB, but it doesn't mean all those projects will make it. 25 retweets now on the post. Guys, 5 more retweets. Let's get to 30 here in the next 6 minutes. I think we can, or even 40. Smash the retweet button. Help us out. Push this out there. We have 25 retweets here. We need to get at least 30, probably 40 here in the next 5 minutes. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. It's going to be a fun one. All right, 5 minutes away from the Breakfast Club, 5 minutes away from Ethereum ETFs going live. We will be watching ETH. This is the daily here on ETH. Looks like it's coiling up, man. It's getting ready. Will we make a push at 4K today? What do you guys think? Will we make a push up to 4K today? We got over it back in March. This is the Ethereum chart. We've got our RSI sitting right now at 52, which is really good. Marvin's stuck right now. Okay. I own a little bit of Flork. Yeah, I'm hoping they can get a nice little resurgence here. It's still early. It's like Christmas in July. I know. Yeah, it basically is too. The date and everything. I think really Q4 is where we'll see the big burst. That's my guess. I think getting back up to that 4 range is very doable here in the next couple months, Hank. As long as we get in a big Ethereum pump, I think we'll see SHIB make a big run. Made some good money with Ducky. Nice. Took some profits too. I got my initial about 20% too, and then I let the rest ride. That was a good call, Ducky. That was mentioned in our Crypto Breakfast Club. That's why you guys need to be there. We're going to be doing that live here in 3 minutes. You don't have to go anywhere from these live streams if you don't want to. If you do want to join us over on X for it, you can do that as well. 26 retweets now. 4 more retweets, guys, in 3 minutes, or else we're not going live. Okay? We need 4 more retweets or else we're not going live. We're not going to do it until we hit 30. All right? So where are we at? We're at 26. We need 4 more people to hit it so we can go live in 3 minutes. BTC, I think, will perform very, very well, even with Ethereum ETFs stealing the spotlight. There's still inflows coming into Bitcoin. It's still a huge catalyst for Bitcoin. That's the thing. These ETFs are not like one-off things, right? It's a longer-term catalyst. I've got to take a piss. Bathroom break. I'll be right back, and we're going to start the X space. But I need 3 more retweets on that tweet. Guys, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right. We're back. We got 30. Looks like we can actually do the live stream. All right. Let's fire it up. It's time for the Crypto Breakfast Club. It's time for Ethereum ETFs to go live. What's going on, everybody that's live with us right now? If you're on YouTube, smash the like button, subscribe. If you're on X, retweet, like, spread the word. And we are starting our show in just a minute. We got to get some tunes on here. What do we think here? Let's see. What do we want to play here? This is kind of cool. guys hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up or anything like that. That would be awesome. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm having issues getting on my phone. Can I get some kind of feedback? Thumbs up or anything? Talking to everybody on the space here, guys. Oh, man. I'm having connection issues. Yeah, can anybody tell me what's going on? Okay. Let's see here. Voice audio is good. Music is bad. Yeah, I got that. Loud and clear. Okay, but we need to hear from anybody else in the crowd here. Guys, can somebody please request to come up? There's Zach. Let's see if he can hear me. And then everybody on the YouTube side and X Live side, if you guys can hear Zach, let me know too. Zach, you there? And the Breakfast Club just ended. Okay, all right, guys, we're going to start up another one here. All right, we're going to fire up another one right now. We're starting a new one right now. All right, we just started another one here. Guys, bear with us. We're having technical issues here. All right, the space, I think, has started again. Can you guys see it? What the hell's going on here? All right, hold on, guys. We are working through this. Just started another space. Can you guys see it? I'm on here now. Period. Not sure what the hell is going on. I don't understand. It says that I'm live on my space, but nobody can see it. All right, guys. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're here still. All right, I'm going to tell my co-host to create this space, guys. We'll keep it live here, but not sure what's going on. Hey, I'm live, so I don't know what's going on. I can't create a space or whatever. It's not showing up.
Yo.
I guess maybe one of you guys just create it.
What, the Breakfast Club space?
Yeah, I can't do it.
Probably Zach then, because you know my internet's the worst in the world. All right.
Yeah, just create it and I'll join it from the live.
All right, cool.
All right.
Okay, bye.
All right, guys, we're going to have a new Breakfast Club space here. I'm going to send a message out. What's Ethereum doing? Anything? Selling off a little bit. As soon as trading went live. Not really, but this is the 1 hour. We'll go into like the 5-minute. Keep this up for a little bit. And also be on the lookout for this. Spot Ethereum ETF trading is live, guys. Crazy. So if you guys are looking for the space, we're getting it set up right now. We're getting close to getting it all set up here. So we will be live here with the space here in just a minute. Bear with us, technical difficulties. I tried to start it up and twice. I don't know what's going on my end. So hopefully there's not a growing issue here with spaces, but yeah, we're trying to get it up. We are trying to get it up and rolling here. So if you guys are waiting for us, we'll be here. We're going to get it up and rolling here. Okay, here it is. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you. Oh, let me send this to Payne.
Yeah.
Let me join from my phone. I'll be right back.
I said,
All right, guys, we're going to join the space here.
Saying the host was having connection issues. So we're fixing that stuff as we go. But, you know, we're not in control of the internet, guys. All right? Pay the damn bill to Elon and make sure our internet works. Thank you.
Yeah.
Zach, I just sent you co-host.
Oh, sweet. Let me accept. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I tried to start the actual space, and it was I don't know, shit I never saw before. And then I tried to restart it, and then nobody was joining, and I'm like, okay, something's weird. But yeah, we're here. What's going on, everybody? What's happening? ETH ETFs are live.
Let's go. Saw that this morning. So excited. You know,
Huge.
The inflow of money coming into the space is what's needed. I mean, that's the stamp of approval I've been saying. So Ethereum's here to stay. I think it opens the floodgates for the altcoin season. So really, really excited.
Yeah, for sure. Ethereum dumping right now, selling off. J-Whiff, can you mute your mic? JW, can you mute your mic?
I got it.
Yeah, selling off a little bit here, 4,500 and some change. But this was some big news, guys. I don't know if you saw this. So Bitwise disclosed that ENS addresses are going to be used for their spot Ethereum ETF holdings. They're utilizing ENS, Ethereum Name Service. I don't know if these other funds will continue, but that's why ENS was the top mover today. I've talked about this one on the spaces before, guys. This thing is super volatile. It was up 13% today. Keep your eyes on ENS. I'm telling you, if these other institutions, these other, BlackRock and everybody else, Fidelity starts using ENS services, this thing can pump like crazy. ENS, keep an eye on it. Zach, I don't know if you saw that, and I don't know if you've traded ENS, but dude, that's super volatile. I think you'd love it.
No, I haven't traded it yet. I'm definitely gonna take a look. It's kind of been curious to me ever since you said that, so I'm gonna take a look at it.
Yeah, it's really volatile. I remember back in 2021, man, it would just kind of move on its own. It kind of would do its own thing. It'd be up like 40% just out of nowhere, and you're like, what? So now it's being utilized by Bitwise and probably some other institutions too. Issuers of the ETF, I would imagine, will probably follow suit. But right now, guys, Ethereum's selling off a little bit. Interesting little opportunity here the last 5-10 minutes as soon as it went live. Back down to 34.50. So we'll keep an eye on that. But little buy the rumor, sell the news to start, Zach, and then, give it, a couple weeks, couple months where we'll see an Ethereum all-time high? What do you think?
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, usually, it takes the market like 24 hours to adjust what the hell is going on. For us, we see it because we're right in there. But I forgot what article it was yesterday. I saw someone moved a lot of Ethereum to Coinbase Prime to sell off today. So, and that's big institutional stuff. So I kind of was seeing it last night, and I'm like, that's going to be a little dip. They're going to scare off people. Don't get scared. Normal investors, just hold tight, and this shit will pump soon. I mean, the money's just going to flow in. Yeah, there's always that pump, the excitingness, and then it dips down a little bit, but then it's going to just go parabolic, honestly. That's what I think is going to happen. This kind of happened the same thing with Bitcoin. So it pumped a little bit, retraced, and then, it's been holding up ever since. So extremely bullish on it. I mean, it's good for our base, it's good for my project, it's good for everything. I mean, for altcoins, it is like this stamp of approval, like I said. So, going into Bitcoin Nashville, all that, I think things are going to pump, especially if we see Elon come out to talk. We'll see if he does. I don't know if he's going to, but if we get him and Trump, I mean, that could be the catalyst for the bull run even sooner than I thought.
Yeah, man, for sure. We've got well over 1,400 people live with us on YouTube and X right now, which is epic. And then everybody here rocking with us, so we appreciate you guys. for being with us during this huge time for crypto. I've been saying this, Zach, and I think you've basically just said it. This is not a flash catalyst, as I've been calling it, right? It's not like a one little hit. Oh, here's a big headline, and we get a pump, and then we sell back off, right? This is a long-term catalyst. If you look at Bitcoin and the days after it went live, it didn't pump to the moon. It was weeks and months after it had gone live. It's that slow drip, right? It's that slow drip of people slowly but surely entering in the market. And you need these kind of proper dips in order for people to feel comfortable. These are smart traders. These are smart investors. They don't want to buy the tops. They understand how this game is played. So this sell-off is perfectly normal, this first 15 minutes since we've been live. And again, if you really want to be smart, this is the time to stack, right? During these little red candles that are going to be blips on the radar, in my opinion. Now, outside of Ethereum, Zach, what are you looking at? I mean, obviously we've got SHIB, that ecosystem. We've got Pepe. We've got a bunch of large cap Ethereum meme coins, a lot of stuff on Base. I mean, are you prioritizing anything? Are you still in the political realm? You got anything new for us that you're looking at? What do you got?
Yeah, I've been watching like the political stuff, man. It seemed, other than MAPE at launch, I haven't seen really anything go past that 1 to 3 million market cap. It halts there and then pretty much crashes. Even the D-Lon or whatever the one I was in yesterday, God, time just flies. I don't even know what day it is. That thing just crashed. It looked like a straight up rug pull. I sold it yesterday, thank God, because it's down 89%. So things are shifting. It might be, slowly people are moving more towards the utility stuff. The political stuff was fun, but it might kick back, come when Bitcoin, Trump Bitcoin, that might pump again. But right now I see it shifting a little bit, especially for the simple fact that I can't see these projects getting over the 3 million market cap. It stalls and then crashes. So I'm kind of out of that right now. I'm actually stacking the sleeping giant Solana right now. I think Solana is going to do huge in the bull run. Like I said, it's the Solana summer. It's pumping pretty high. I don't think it's going to beat Ethereum, but that's where I'm moving some of my money to right now. That Bone, because of the catalyst, ETH Toronto, that kind of stuff. I'm more on the Ethereum projects right now. That and Solana, really, and just taking my profits and moving them.
Do you think Solana outperforms Ethereum overall? Just from now until the end of the bull run?
But yeah, it's definitely hot. I mean, the actual, the coin Solana is hot. I'm not huge into all the projects, but the coin itself, I think, is doing phenomenal.
A lot of people betting big on Jupiter too, Zach. Jupiter, one of the top dexes, if not the top dex. Yeah.
But right now, I like buying stuff that no one's really thinking of. Everyone's onto the Solana and, the Bitcoin, Ethereum, but I'm buying stuff like Chainlink. I try to buy when no one talks because that's the best prices to get in. When it's pumping, you're usually buying at the top. So, I buy the FUD and the fear, and that's how I do it in this market. And right now is a good time for buying. Like, this is your time, because once the bull run comes, you don't want to buy, you don't want to trade, you don't want to do anything. You're just going to get wrecked on gas fees, and it's going to be ridiculous. So now's your time to trade, and then just hold off when the shit starts pumping, and then, sell, have a game plan, and then sell when you want to sell, basically. But yeah, Chainlink's a huge one for me. Bone. I like the whole SHIB ecosystem. So I'm buying up a lot of that stuff just because of ETH Toronto and what's going on, and see what Toshi does there. So that's kind of like a secret hidden gem for me, especially Bone, the utility of Shibarium. So that is a sleeping giant for me. Chainlink, Solana, those are my high conviction plays. And then, I'm also dabbling more into the $100 million market cap stuff so I can sleep at night. So the small market cap stuff, I'm watching it just literally shoot to 3 million and then pretty much rug out or dip down. So kind of stepping away from that for a little bit until the next, narrative comes out. So
I think Arbitrum and Optimism too, two of the top L2s on Ethereum, both going to be interesting plays as well. Both should give some really nice gains. Arbitrum, Optimism, And, it's weird. I've kind of forgotten about Polygon, but Polygon, to your point, Zach, nobody's talking about it. Sitting there at 54 cents. It actually outperformed a lot of the top cryptos in the bear market, if you remember. Polygon actually did pretty well in the bear market comparatively to other cryptos. So maybe that's why it's not doing as well right now. And, it doesn't have a crazy strong community, but I still like Polygon. I think all three of those will pump. Polygon, Arbitrum, and Optimism. Those top three L2s that have tokens, obviously, right there. So, but some of the other, layer ones, I think, to your point, Avalanche. We talked about Solana, but we don't talk about Avalanche a lot. Avalanche is still looking really good. It's, it got up to $60 back in March. It bounced up to 30 recently. I think AVAX is an interesting play, and I still really like Sui and Aptos, and I think there's going to be some carryover into some other L1s. And then Ondo Finance for me, with the whole RWA narrative, built on Ethereum, partner with BlackRock. I think Ondo is just an unbelievable play. It's down under $1 right now, down 5%. So take that for what you will. But
yeah,
go ahead, bro.
Avalanche is up 8.96% in 7 days, so that's pretty good. I mean, being a top 15 coin, so that's pretty exciting. Yeah, I'm just watching this stuff. Yeah, definitely.
Had a nice pump. Paid, what's up, man? What's going on in your neck of the woods? What's happening?
Hello, Zach. Thank you for having me up. It's Mar. Paid told me he can give me his check.
That was terrible. You did a better job last night, bro. You did a much better job last night.
I have the verbiage down. I don't have the accent yet. Once I get the accent, you guys are done. This fucking show's over. Trust me. Oh my God, Mar, I love you, buddy. Every day I'll be a little closer to being just like you. I'm fucking chilling, yo. Listen, I'm chilling. Right now, what I'm trying to do is what I've been telling you guys I'm trying to do. I want to get into VeChain. It's undervalued. I want to get into all these projects that are undervalued that I think are still going to take off this cycle. And I think that's what everyone should be looking at. Like you just said, you listed a whole bunch of them just now. Yeah, all those, plus, VeChain, Cardano. I mentioned Superverse the other day. I think Superverse is going to do very well.
Did you just stop talking?
Oh, no, I heard you, talking or something, so I stopped talking.
Oh, no, my bad. Sorry, I was unmuted.
You were unmuted, Zach. Yeah,
I was leaving it unmuted for a minute, bro. You continue.
Oh, you just leave it unmuted. You just free ball it sometimes with the mic. All right, I see how it is. Jesus Christ. No, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at those ones that haven't really moved yet. Again, guys, all I'm looking at this cycle is just 5 to 10x's. Fuck the 100x. I want a 5 to 10x, and I want to do it a handful of times and make a bunch of money that way, and it's possible. We've already called it on the show, and then other ones that we have called that haven't hit yet. Cardano's going to do at least a 5x, at minimum. VeChain should do at least a 10x just to get back to its all-time high. I think that I told you guys earlier this year, I think VeChain's going to $1. They were doing supply chain shit before, all this RWA stuff really started coming out. And they already have partnerships in China, which, China is super strict on crypto, and they're already legal in China. So it's VeChain's my big play right now. What I'm trying to do is just stack that, up into probably 5 or 6 cents, and then after that, just wait the market out, basically. But right now, like Zach was saying, it's time to stack. You don't want to be buying, in 6 months. Sorry, that's the truth of it. You don't want to be 6 months down the line and be like, oh, fuck, I need more Ethereum when Ethereum's $12,000. Yeah, what are you doing? You're doing it backwards. Don't buy the tops. You can DCA out, from, profits and just stuff like that, but you're not dumping big bags into Bitcoin or Ethereum at these tops. Put the money on the side like everyone knows, wait till shit, retraces and then get in. You can always DCA in a few bucks here and there, but you're not going to put, say you make a couple $100,000 this cycle, you're not going to put all that in right at the top into Ethereum and then it crashes 40, 50, 60%. It's you just lost all the money for no reason, And I know some people in here are laughing because they probably did it before also. That's all I got, really. I'm chilling.
Oh, that's good stuff. Let's get down to Kevin and Max. Kevin, go ahead, man.
I just really wanted to know what are you guys still bullish on Dogecoin on Mars? Do you think that can have a pretty big push sometime in this cycle?
Dogecoin on Mars, interesting, man. It's been around for a while. It had that really interesting, thing play out when it first launched, right? It got listed on Gemini and Crypto.com out of nowhere. I still think Dogecoin has some value. It's in that $100 million range last time I checked. The only thing is there are a lot of other cryptos now that are hotter, that are more front and center, that are in that same market cap range that could provide the same type of upside. So personally, I would prioritize some of those other ones. For me, like PayPay, PEI is in that range, right? Kendu is also in that range. There's quite a few that I like around that $100 million market cap. I still hold a little bit of Dogecoin on Mars, but this space moves so fast, Kevin, where, I would be taking a little bit more of a bet on something newer. That's just me. But I do think it can have a reversal, and especially if, Elon starts saying things, and there's still upside there for sure. But personally, I'm prioritizing some of the newer things. I'm putting more capital there. That's just my opinion.
No, I appreciate it, and that's kind of what I was kind of asking. Like, should I, get more, or just sit on what I have? But it sounds like I should prioritize my money and somewhere else. So.
Yeah, and don't just take it from me. Anybody else can jump in on that too. That's just kind of my take. There's still a lot of other cryptos around that 100 million market cap that still have kind of like fresh legs, if you will. If you're looking at it as like a basketball reference, I look at like Dogecoin as like kind of a tired veteran who can come in and give you a couple minutes off the bench. But you got some of these ones like Kendu that I think are really growing still a lot. Holder base is growing, sentiment is growing, right? So there's just more excitement, I think, in some of these newer, fresher tokens. But again, you got to make the best decision for you, and that's but that's my 2 cents. Max, go ahead, man.
Good morning, Breakfast Club. How's everybody doing? Zach, you mentioned Polygon, and struck a nerve. So the last cycle, I had a giant bag of Polygon, and Loop Ring was another one that I had stacked up, and then the whole fear of the coronavirus and everything else hit the markets, and I saw this thing on TV of people dropping dead in the streets in China. I was like, oh my God, I gotta sell, and I sold it all. So what happened is, obviously there was a sharp V recovery, and I never did rebuy back into those bags, and I lost out on multi-million-dollar holdings, just over $2 million in Matic. Well, it was Matic at that point. Now Polygon, and then and Loop Ring was another really hot one as well. Loop Ring's another cool project. It kind of does I haven't looked into it lately, but it was like a order book between all the dexes, and they were trying to loop it all together. Not sure how that's turned out. I haven't paid attention in a while, but it's something to look into anyways.
No, I remember Loop Ring too, for sure. Yeah, and here's the thing. I think Polygon still stands a chance to do really well here. They've still, even throughout the bear market, they did so much to bridge the gap from Web 2 to Web 3. They've got massive partnerships with huge brands still. All of that is still, in place. Mercedes-Benz, Starbucks, Disney, to name a few off the top of my head. And I think what they're doing now with utilizing their NFTs, and they're getting into everything. The issue that I have with Polygon now is they have a lot of competition with Optimism and Arbitrum, and now obviously Base doesn't have a token, but there's a lot more L2s now that have come in and stolen some thunder. So that could mitigate some of the potential returns, because it's kind of more diversified out now. into Arbitrum Optimism and some of the other top L2s. But yeah, I still think Polygon will do its thing. I still hold some. I haven't actively been stacking it just because I'm prioritizing some other things right now, right? But when it does pump, I have a little skin in the game, so that'll be cool. Well over 1,500 people across all platforms here, guys. This is awesome. Appreciate you guys for that. Definitely a great day to be here and to be rocking with us. Huge week. Obviously, we got the Ethereum ETF going live today. We've got Bitcoin Nashville coming up on Thursday. Trump speaks on Saturday. A lot of speculation in terms of what he's going to be talking about, right? Could it be about, some things he's talked about in the past where, you control your own assets? It could be. It could also be about making Bitcoin a potential reserve currency within the U.S. We've heard rumblings of that. So we'll be watching. Obviously, we'll be waiting to see what he says. He's supposed to speak for a half hour. So there should be some substance there and some things that catch us a little off guard, I would imagine. But definitely want to keep the conversation flowing here. We've got a bunch of people up here. Let's get over to Barkoshi. Barkoshi, what's up, man? What's on your mind?
Oh man, so I know everybody's excited about the ETFs and all, but I'm really excited to hear what Trump has to say. I really want to hear him say he's gonna make Bitcoin a strategic reserve for the U.S. That will be a great catalyst for this bull market. And you touched this on your YouTube where you're talking about how the economy's not doing well, so retail's not really flowing straight in like it did in 2021. But if Bitcoin starts backing the U.S. dollar, everyone in America's dollar value is going to start to go up. It's a great way to combat inflation of the U.S. dollar because it's pretty much taken us back to the gold standard and putting something of value behind a dollar than just the U.S. government and the GDP. So that is really great. I'm really excited to hear what he has to say. And because even if he is not elected, he put that thought out into existence. And more politicians will at least start considering it as a viable operation to get or a viable option to get the U.S. out of this hyperinflation. Because I know all these reports are coming out that inflation's low, hitting lows and all that, and we're going to do a soft landing. I think that's bullshit, just outright. If you can do this. If you have put in orders to like Target, Walmart, or any of your grocery stores from like, say, anytime before 2020, you can go back into that history and reorder the exact same thing. And you can see the true price of inflation from 2020 to now. And it is ridiculous. People are paying so much just for food. And that is one of the, most important things we need, food, shelter, water, to survive. So this is going to be, I think, a great turning point in America history because we are going to really start moving towards Bitcoin, and that has me excited.
I love it, man. 100%. And, a lot of these other countries are already moving in that direction, especially like in the, developing countries. And you almost look at the United States as, the whole fiat system's collapsing. It'll just be the last domino to fall, But if they take a proactive approach here, to your point, Barkoshi, and get out ahead of it now, that would be a huge step. And I think a lot of the Western world would follow suit. Do you agree?
Oh, absolutely. Just look at NATO alone. Pretty much NATO follows the U.S. Whatever the U.S. does, NATO does, the NATO countries do. And even if they disagree in the back channels, we bully them into agreeing with us eventually. Like, look at Germany, for example. They didn't want to cut ties with Russia with their gas, their natural gas, and the U.S. pretty much bullied them into it. Yeah, we took a hit. That's why our gas prices went up, because we started to supply Germany, but they follow the U.S. leads. They do what we want them to do. That's just the sad reality of the world. So once the U.S. starts taking this action, I think it'd be a lot easier for the European countries to follow.
Yeah, for sure. Max, you got something to respond to with that?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely like the idea, and I've been paying a lot of attention to that fact. He might announce that as well. And that is hugely bullish for the market if that does happen. My one area of concern would be, the volatility of Bitcoin. As it gets more diluted, it's going to become less volatile. Yes, 100%. How diluted would it be if the U.S. used it as a strategic reserve? I have no idea. Right now, how would that affect the amount of volatility? Now, would it be smart to maybe couple that with, maybe gold or precious metals of some sort to, create another layer of stability? I don't know what's your guys' thoughts on that.
Well, we kind of already have that. So I kind of misspoke. We actually are on the petrodollar. So that is what the U.S. dollar is really backed by, is the military and the petrodollar, because all the other countries have to buy oil with the U.S. dollar. So that creates a demand for the U.S. dollar. We're seeing that slowly break apart with Saudi Arabia. But for now, I think we're okay. If we start moving to the Bitcoin now, we still have the petrodollar to back it up, the dollar. And then as the petrodollar slowly breaks away, you'll have Bitcoin more stable at that point, because the U.S. has been putting more and more into it. So once the U.S. starts putting into it, Bitcoin's floor is going to raise up. So you might still have these dips, but the floor is going to be much higher now. And then once you get these other countries buying in for their reserves, that's just going to increase the floor even more. So while the vitality is still there, you'll have a higher floor. So it's not going to be as dramatic, which is just my opinion.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. That's just the way it works. As things get more diluted and spread throughout the world, and more people hold, it's not just one actor can go and make a big swing play, and it takes a lot. Like, imagine hundreds of trillions of dollars. I don't even know how many U.S. dollars there is in circulation, but or how that would exactly work. But imagine that plus the money of the people put into Bitcoin, and what that could do for the rest of the market, man. That's what blows my mind, is like the rest of the market. Bitcoin's going to do some gains, but the rest of the market is going to absolutely blow the doors off of everybody. Like, it's going to melt faces. Like, I hope you guys are ready for this, man. Like, emotions are going to be flying high. Like, euphoria, FOMO, and like you name it, man. Like, this is exciting times to be alive for sure.
Now, I do want to cool that off a little bit, because while it is exciting, a lot of people in crypto hear this and think it moves instant. But this is government, this is bureaucracy. So this is just the start of it. It's just being spoken to existence. I don't really see this being a major effect for the next 5 to 10 years. Because if you look at like the political aspect of things, it's actually easier if you look at America because we guaranteed change every 8 years. Who's in charge? So if you look at the presidential switches, like from Bill Clinton to Bush, Bush to Obama, Obama to Trump, and Trump to Biden, you see their policies extend into the other presidents' run because the policies take a year to really take effect. And if the next president starts to make changes, it could hurt or accelerate it. So these are other variables you got to take into account as time progresses. So it's not just going to be an instant boom. It takes time. It takes patience. So this is where the diamond hands come into play. Not everything needs to be diamond-handed, but if you can see the long vision of it, then those projects you want to diamond hand and not worry about the charts every day.
Yeah, that's a very interesting point you put out there. It's, it's, are they going to push maximum pressure on the people before that happens to try and squeeze as many people out of crypto as possible? I wonder. You know how big money works and everything else. Yeah, something to keep in mind anyways. And we're not anywhere near that point, but I wonder, man, like with Bitcoin and this whole announcement potentially happening, it would revolutionize, like the United States dollar doesn't, personally, I don't think they have 5 to 10 years to act. I think they got to act sooner than that. That's just my own personal opinion. But we'll see. We'll see what plays out.
Well, 100%. They got to act now to save us in the future. And the longer that they delay it, the worse we're going to feel it. Because the sad reality is we have a class system. The bottom classes will always feel it first. And it's actually how I tell if the U.S. economy is in a recession or not, is I look at like the RV industry and I look at the boating industry, because those two industries will first tank before a real recession hits, because rich people stop buying it because they start seeing that the economy is turning. So they're moving their money into safe havens to protect themselves. So those sectors go under first. I kind of forget my point of this, but yeah, if they don't act now, we the people will, we what feel the it hell, first.
Bro? Like, what?
Well, yeah, my point is, rich people start to protect themselves, and the poorer people start to starve. So, that's what happened in 2008. And you kind of look on these sectors, and if they don't act now to start protecting our money, those are the things to watch out for, is the rich people putting their money into places to protect it, overseas, crypto, and all that. So, the government needs to start moving. That's my point.
No, it's good stuff. Let's see here. Let's go down to Ian and then Mr. Burt. All right, we'll jump over to Mr. Burt. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Oh no, me and Max killed the space.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yo, see, the so hold on. The problem is Zach from Subway kind of messed the space up a little bit, because what Zach from Subway did was he allowed anyone to come in automatically and speak by just accepting the room at first. So a lot of people up here might not know they're actual speakers because they said accept.
It's true. It is true.
I was wondering. I was just like, how? Okay, well, whatever. Let's go.
I don't know if Mr. Burke and Ian actually know they're speakers, to be honest with you.
Well, kick them down.
Don't you have that ability?
Well, I'm not on my phone. This is really the first time I'm doing it on my new iMac, so I'm still learning it. Sue me, paid. That's it. I'm dumping your token.
Fucking crypto money already.
That's it. I'm selling paid XPO right now.
Sell it. Dump it.
All right, who else we can go to?
All right, I got it. I got him done.
Let's go to Mr. Bum. Or Mr. Burn. Shit, whatever. Mr. Burn, what's up? What the hell's happening?
And I'll be laddie-di.
Well, when he called people Mr. Bum, Zach, I would be kind of scared to fucking go on stage.
Yeah, it's my fault, man. I shouldn't have set this so anyone can speak.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're not going to speak, drop down from the stage.
Rotate the stage completely? Like, everyone get off, and if you want to come up, we'll get you back on. How about that? Make it easy.
We got Max up here. Max Financial. And then we'll go to, who is this lady something?
Jerry.
Hi, guys.
And lady.
Hey, I'm
lady,
just waiting for a good question.
Yep.
Oh, I'm just waiting for a good question to come in my head. I've been chasing puppies, listening to you guys, watching stock market, watching this, everything. But I'll get some questions in a minute.
All right, we'll go to Max.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like the whole, obviously the Politify thing is going to be huge here coming up. Interested to hear, what's your guys' top plays, that are, the low cap gems. Yeah, let's get some low cap gems going. Like Politify. What do you guys think is what's top on your list? I know what's on my list. Oh, I know what I aped in too hard. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. I'm watching Ducky on Solana right now, sitting in an $8 million market cap. That's looking really good.
I took profits on Ducky and rolled it into Bentley Bay meme. Not gonna lie to you.
It's not a bad, it's not a bad play. I got some Bentley Bay meme too. That's been looking good. BBM on Sol. Still small market cap, but growing every day. K9 Finance is up a little bit today. I'm thinking that could pump over the next couple weeks and months. Still waiting for that thing to bounce. Go ahead, Zach.
K9's going to be, I think they're in with the SHIB table and all that stuff at ETH Toronto. So I think they could do pretty well. K9, bad idea. All of them collectively together, I think we could see a huge swing, in the SHIB ecosystem because they're all part of it. So, yeah, that's a good play right there.
Yeah, I like that entire SHIB ecosystem really leading up into August and September here. Kendu, I'm still watching very closely. We went back to 100 mil. We're back up to 150 mil. That chart's looked really good since the beginning of July after we got out of the woods there. So that's one that I really like. And then I'm in a lot of these plays around that $100 million range heavy, so I'm dabbling in some of the newer stuff, but not going too hard into it right now. I see Bitcoin on base down there. They're sitting there at a $5 million market cap. I think they're primed to make another run. I got a good bag of that. That's what I got on my mind right now. Anything else, Zach, you got or paid or anybody?
Yeah, I was going to say Bitcoin on base, definitely. Obviously, Coyote, my token, paid his token. I invest in people. I don't just invest in projects. I invest in the people behind the projects because without that leadership, it's pretty much done. So I'm not a big fan of the CTOs. I mean, for me, they failed once. So that's just my opinion. Like there's cool projects that, do it, but I invest in the person and the people behind the project. So yeah, Bitcoin on Base is a big one. I see Women on Base doing something special soon. They're speaking, I forgot when it is, Shelby knows, but yeah, I think that's going to be really good for women in crypto. I mean, we need to see more women in crypto. We can speak about that for a second, because they run the household. My wife, runs everything. I just do what she says. It's pretty funny. But, with more women coming into crypto, we're going to see more inflow of money, because if the women go, okay, we'll allow this money into crypto, you'll probably see a lot more money coming in. I wish she was up here to speak on it more, but the On-Chain Summit's coming soon. They're going to speak on it. Their whole mission is to onboard, women in crypto. So I support that fully. With all this bro space, it's nice to see some women come into it, and I back them up 100%. So, Bitcoin on Base, Women on Base. There's a lot of great women in this space, and it's not mentioned enough, so I want to mention it.
Yeah, I'm going to jump in on that. The ad, what Zach said, I mean, you don't understand how many, maybe you do. I don't want to speak for you, but how many times I've been in spaces and guys have said, my wife does not know I'm invested in crypto. I keep it secret. So think, if these women start getting onboarded and start, understanding crypto, and the guys don't have to hide it, they can put more money into crypto, because, it's hard to hide a large amount of money from your significant other. So you're just putting peanuts in. But once, they get approved from the woman, you can start putting more in. So yeah, that's great. And any women in the space, go follow their Twitter, because Coyote and Wolf Tools and more projects are sponsoring a giveaway for their contest. So take a look at their Twitter account and give them a like and follow.
Oh, Mark Oshie, thank you so much. All right, so I had to come up to the office because I heard this and I was like, yeah, this is like my jam. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Women on Base, we're going to talk at the On-Chain Summit. They gave us a full 90-minute roundtable on Saturday morning. I mean, that's crazy. We're so excited. So there's 4 founding women. It's myself, Michelle, Marcel, and Cindy. And we've been meeting feverishly for the last, 3-4 weeks. It came together really quick. Our first official post on X came out yesterday night, and I woke up to it and I was like, oh my God, we've been based. So I have a PFP now. It's so fun. But, putting women into crypto, okay, it doesn't have to necessarily be opening a wallet, right? It can be anything. You can onboard them into Web3 because they are awesome coders. They know how to build websites. They know how to, run a marketing campaign like no one's business. Like, you need those people. And if they can work from home, congrats to them, and they can make a business out of it. Getting them to open a wallet's one thing, but explaining it and wrapping their heads around it is a whole nother thing. Women like to understand the full aspect of it, where I know Zach from Subway likes to just dive in head first, doesn't thinks about it after. I like to do my research. So, explaining it, making sure that they feel confident, they can, navigate their world, and that they feel welcomed. I came in here, I never hid myself under a guy's profile. I was always Shelby. I always had my face out there. And, there were some spaces that I went into that I was literally pushed out. And, I was unwelcomed. And through my, I think it's been a year and a half now that I've been on X, going into these things and talking about Coyote, it took a while for me to build up my confidence. And that shouldn't be that way. They should just be welcomed. You want their money in the market, welcome them into your spaces. So that's what On-Chain Summit is promoting. That's what we're going to be talking about. And thank you.
Hey, real quick, you guys, I just want to throw in that I did not know how to do wallets or my crypto, and that's why I held for 7 years and totally gained 600%. So I'm so glad I didn't know how to do all that tech stuff, or I'd have been out a long time ago. Yay.
Sometimes that's what it takes. Same thing with me and Doge. I forgot I even had it, and then it blew up. So it's like, oh, thank God I forgot how. It was there.
That's so funny. Yeah, no, I mean, there's times that I buy something, I'll ape into something, I'll do a degen play, and I'll watch it, and then something will happen. Like I have, for instance, today, like a hockey camp. We're gone all day with my kids in the rink. I have no time to like look at my phone, and I'll like totally like forget about it and like look back and be like, oh my God, like I made X amount of money, or, I totally lost my butt on that one. Like, but yeah, so I don't know, forgetting some things are good sometimes. You can't always like, I don't know, a watch pot never boils, I feel like. So, watching your wallets all the time, maybe things don't happen as fast as you want them to. So, I don't know, taking a break is cool. I don't know where Zach went. He totally took off.
He literally just left. He left you on the mic.
I know,
He
right?
said, Shelby's got this. She's host now.
He said, you know what? I'm done.
Paige, I see that you have your hand up, or I don't know if you want to jump over to another speaker, or what's going on today?
No, I got it. Hold on. Listen, everyone, including Zach Humphries and Zach from Subway and Pedro and Mar and Bitcoin on Base and Ken doing Barco. I'm not going to name all y'all because there's too many, but my mom's in here, the whole crew. Guys, I don't know if you know this because time flies when you're having fun, but we've been going strong, and I mean strong. Hey, we've been going strong on the Crypto Breakfast Club for over a month. Guys, I'm giving us a round of applause. No one interrupted.
Yes, sir.
Guys, for 1 month, we have been here doing the thing. Every day, 9:30 to 11:30 Eastern Standard, or Eastern, whatever the time is. It doesn't matter. You know what time it is. It's Eastern time, all right? I don't have time for all these vocabulary, acronyms, and words and shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Guys, thank you for being here every day. Because there's a lot of repeat people in here, and we do see you. We do appreciate you. And, you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you were here. I hear that a lot on Twitter, so I'm taking it. So, yeah, thank you guys for being here. Seriously, it does mean a lot. We do put a lot of energy and time into this, as you can fucking hear right now. But thanks for, supporting us. Thanks for the shares, the likes, the retweets. Make sure you join the Telegram. So we can get more people in there. The conversation is building in there. Our Telegram is growing every day. So, just wanted to shout that out. Over a month. I don't know the exact date. And I don't feel like looking through all the text messages from when we started with Zach. But I glanced through it, and it was like, oh, this has been like a month and some days now. I was like, oh, shit, we got to have a 1 month party. So Barkoshi called me yesterday and said, everyone at his house at 5 p.m., we're going to have a party. So make sure you DM Barkoshi right now. He also told me he's going to give away, I don't know, something about wolf tools, like $100,000 worth of wolf tools. I don't know how that works. So, talk to Barkoshi. But thank you guys. Woo!
Nice. And we do have Shark Tank Wednesday. We can't leave that out. So any projects out there that want to get on and properly show your project and actually have some active investors, reach out to me, Paige, or Zach Humphries, and we'll get you the info. But, these are real people. This isn't just like a saturated shill space. Like, it's organized, and, we vet the projects a little bit too. So, check us out. Hit us up if you're looking to come up and show your project.
Zach, where did you go just then?
What do you mean, where did I go?
What do you mean, what I mean? Your wife was like, yo, I don't know where Zach went.
Oh, I went outside for a cigarette.
This guy didn't even remember he went outside. He's like, what do you mean, where did I go? It's like, dude, you were gone.
I know. Well, I went to listen to it because she sounded very loud up here, but it sounded fine. So, yeah, I just need to stand up a little bit. I'm usually walking around, but I'm sitting at my computer today. So,
yeah, I get that. I pace too, when I'm talking.
Guys, I literally don't sit down in these spaces. That's the only way I can let all the energy out. I can just sit down and be like, woo, energy. No. You got to be walking around. So that's how I work out. I walk around and yell in spaces all day.
That's crazy.
It's actually not working. I
Hands
gained
up.
up 10 pounds.
This space is crazy for me on the iMac, but I'm usually hosting it, or no, co-hosting it on my phone so I can see all the hands up. So I don't really see any hands up. So
we got Pedro up next. Oh, yo, Zach, real quick, are you getting a mic for your Mac?
I have one right now.
Actually, what Mac did you buy?
The iMac. Yeah, it cost me like $1,300. You know, that was Mate Project.
There's like
profits.
10 of them, you know?
I don't need 10 of them. But I
know. I'm saying, which model do you have? Because
I'll tell you. Hold on. You want the specs?
Yeah. What's the specs?
It's a 2023 24-inch. The chip is the M3 memory, 8 gigabytes. Serial number. Do you want the serial number too?
You know what? I can look it up if you give it to me, but no, I'm good. I don't need all that.
Yeah, more info.
I am looking at some point. I got to get a new laptop. My laptop's kind of done had it. You know, so it's patient.
I have a Mac laptop, but you know the battery dies so fast. It was time to just get an iMac. You know what I mean? Because I have to. I got to check charts. I got to check everything. I got to keep the alpha alive. I got to look who's scamming people. You know, there's a lot of work I have to do.
It sounds like you need more than one computer, Zach. You need like 3 of them.
No, I just need different screens. I'm going to get some more screens, but I just need one computer to run it. Yeah.
Are people like us okay with just a good iPad? I mean, do we really need to have a new laptop and all that stuff?
Yeah, of course. You need a write-off for your taxes when you go.
Yeah, that too.
You know, for the bull run, you need something to write off.
But do you like iPad? I mean, is that good enough, or should it be?
No, I like a keyboard. Yeah, I like a keyboard. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm more of a MacBook Pro guy. iMac. That's what I dabble in.
And we got Pedro's hand up, so I know he's going to drop some stuff about. And 1439, the central Switzerland was doing, you know, something against the Ottoman Empire. So let's hear from Pedro. What do you got, buddy? Pedro, I see your hand. What's up?
Dude, I totally forgot that my hand was up. I came in and it said, "Do you want to be speaker?" I was like, all right. And then I was saying, "What's up?" And I forgot that is hand up. And I was actually been listening to Bloomberg right now. It's kind of talking about what's going on in the market. So that's my bad. But yeah, it's been really interesting to sit there and see what's going on in the market. We have a bear steepener with the, if anybody, you can go look that up. George Gammon talks about that quite a bit, with what is going on in the economy. Something to be looking at for a lot of us. It could have some pretty negative effects on us depending on just what happens. Right now, the market is showing much more resiliency in relationship to a really bad outcome. So we'll see what happens. We're also seeing that UPS really has some negative news. And that in itself, again, I mean, UPS is kind of like UPS, Amazon, kind of the heartbeat of the economy because a lot of people buy stuff or you have a lot of commerce that is sent back and forth. So it's really interesting to see what's happening. It was funny. I think it was, what's her name? It was a girl who does a lot with, why am I forgetting her name? I always forget her name. I come on here and I forget her name. But she always posts some funny stuff. She just to get reactions on her posts. But she's kind of Wendy O is her name. Forgive me. And she posts like, you know, why isn't Solana moving up? And as I posted on it, I said, well, welcome to institutional buying and selling. Whereas we're buyers, when there are a ton of novice buyers, the institutions go on the short side because they're always starving for orders. And so they want to push things down or push things up in relationship to how many buyers there are. Because remember, we're dealing with a group of people who have infinite amount of money. So they can do whatever they want, right? They did that with crude oil. They did that with gold back in 2008, where they made the price steady when it should have been falling or rising. So it's just something that's really interesting. You know, people were expecting this, you know, ETH ETF to really just send the markets up. And I'm like, no, it's not how it works. Now that the institutions are involved, they play by different rules because they need orders. They always need orders. They are always starved for orders. They always have more money than they know what to do with, sitting on the sidelines, right? In case something happens, you have a black swan event, a big sell-off, or a big push-up where then they can sit there and short the market and make cash. So it's like now that they have crypto, it's just another product for them, one, to sell to their big investors, to go through and to manipulate and play with. And so we've been crying for them to get in. Now they're in and they're doing what they normally do. So it's just really interesting to see where we're at right now. But on a bright side is this, though, is if Trump gets in, right, I think he'll go through and really push hard. And I think we will see, I think he will really push the Fed to lower the interest rates, hence causing more inflation. But one thing I think about is I don't think he'll flood the money into our hands, because that's what we see. That's what really causes inflation. Whereas like Obama, he flooded the money with quantitative easing into institutional hands, which then they put money into the stock market and put money into companies, which then causes employment. So it's just one of those things that it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. But we all know that Trump is very much pro-crypto and self-custody. He made it very clear. Hopefully he sticks with it. The fact is that the man doesn't like paying taxes, and we all know that. You can make a couple $100 million and only pay $800+ in taxes is a miracle in itself. So I think I think he finally got it, that the fact is that he can hide money and not get in trouble is one of those things. That's why he's so pro-crypto. But on the back end, it's going to help us, right? Because you're going to see money funnel from mom and pops into this system. We'll see a sell-off, then a huge rebound, right? So it's one of those things that I think I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what's happening here. I don't know if it's fully good, because just with the state of the economy and Trump and then the world events and how just crazy it is, it's kind of crazy. On the back end, I also want to say this, so we know that the current administration doesn't like how big tech is, especially with the looming potential fight that we might have with AI if it ever really comes to fruition, right? If we have an ASI, artificial superintelligence, but we have to create it because we know that China is creating it. So this is almost like the next moon landing, right? Like who's going to get to the moon first / AI. So it's one of those things I think is something to be paying attention to as well. As more money funnels from tech money into creating that, how is Trump going to handle that? What is he going to do in relationship? I remember when he first got into office 8 years ago, he put, I think it was $500 billion at the most. No, excuse me, $500 million. That's what it was, $500 million into creating the, what do you call, what am I forgetting what it's called? Into just putting money into AI and pushing it. Now, I mean, there are trillions of dollars being pushed in it. And then imagine if we had put in, $500 million or $500 billion, if not $1 trillion, into AI. At that same time, China had been putting in about, I think it was $3 trillion into AI and tech from their government. So it's just, I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's been just really interesting to see as we move forward. So that's in a nutshell. Right now, we see Bitcoin doing what it's doing. I think we're doing a pullback because institutions ran out of buyers, because they need buyers for their shorts. So they're pushing it up to drop it again. We're just playing what they normally play, same games. So, but I hope I'm wrong on that. I hope we see a push up again. I hope we see a new all-time high, and now the start of the real bull market that I expect to see us at, like a 300,000 Bitcoin is my goal. And then everything else will just pop like bottle rockets. So we'll see what happens though. That's my analysis. I know I just kind of rambled on, but I've been gone for a week. I was at a foster care kids camp. I'm a foster kid. I grew up as a foster kid, from 4 to 8, emancipated out of the system. And so I wasn't here for a week because I serve at this camp called Royal Family Kids Camp. And it's just, you just love on a bunch of foster kids. And I'm kind of the most consistent person in these kids' lives in relationship to the, because they hop from foster home to foster home. And so they get to see somebody at least once a year that's consistent in their life. Anyways, that's where I was. So that's why I was in here last week. Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We're over here crying, bro.
Why are you crying?
Because that shit was beautiful. You over here helping the kids out and shit, man. That's shit. Thank you, Pedro, bro.
Get out of here.
Doing it with the fucking camps and stuff, bro.
Here's one thing that I bring up for those, because I think it's beautiful, but it's not beautiful. So helping them out is awesome. But so statistically, and you can look this up because I think it's one of those things that's really important to look at. From a statistical analysis, about 83% of foster kids, or excuse me, jail inmates are, from a male standpoint, were once foster kids or spent a significant amount of time in foster care. And because of the impact and traumatic impact that has on an individual as a child, you kind of throw things off from a traumatic standpoint. And so it pushes them into, down the road, a state of fight, flight, which you then do stupid things because you don't think. And so then you get put in prison, or you go into a state of fight or flight when you are under maybe financial hardships. So then you do stupid things, and then you put yourself into situations that we see. So I think if the government was to focus more on like programs on parenting, right, in school, or money into establishing how to handle stressful situations for foster kids, I think we could definitely see a dramatic decrease in America in crime. I've never studied this outside of the U.S., but I think it's something that it would be awesome. It would be awesome if like the crypto community could say, you know what, we're going to tackle this, and all of a sudden we start putting money into high memory and CPU usage detected. Oh shoot! Did I lose you guys?
No.
No, we got you.
Yeah. So I think that could be something that would be really smart for us to do, right? Like a legit, like, okay, let's create a coin and an ecosystem that specifically focuses on that. I think that would be smart, because we could see a systematic paradigm shift in crime, just simply. And I think because crypto people are so, we're very altruistic, right? Like, we'll live our normal lives, as a middle class individual, right? Because nobody knows who we are, and we don't necessarily want the clout, right? And the clapbacks, right, too, that come with that. I can only imagine what Zach goes through because he has so many followers. But like, we could sit there and live normal lives and really kind of change a country. A whole entire systemic issue. And it would really always be as simple as, look, this is how you handle stress, because it's not really what's pushed in. And these kids are hopped around, like literally like baggage. My parent doesn't like them, or they just give them up. Or for my case, I was extremely just rough. I would beat up on their kids. I mean, just honest, because I had so much trauma in my childhood that it was like, I'd be like, right? Like, kids are kids. They're going to fight with each other. And I was a street kid. I was a street brawler. So my poor foster brothers just, but and out of my 5 brothers, I think 3 of them went to jail. The other one and I went to not prison. Went into the military, so that helped us out. But the rest of them, pretty much, and that's a low statistics. Like I said, 80%. Normal, my family is 60%.
We got some breaking news. U.S. Secret Service director has resigned. Just want to throw that out there. So that's good. They should.
Yeah. Let's jump off of what I'm saying. I'm just rambling. How's everybody? I like what you guys have going on. So.
Yeah, we're living the dream. We're getting good positions, ready for the bull run. We're all going to sit back, drink our coffee together, and laugh. That's it. That's what we're going to do. Right now is trading time. Bull run is the sitting, relaxing, and watching it just pump to the moon time. So that would be not financial advice, just my opinion, but that's what we're doing right now. Just trying to find good plays, talk overall crypto news and, just give good alpha on the space. That's what's going on. Anyone else got any comment in that? I think Pade's got his hand up. I can't really tell.
I do not have my hand up.
Take a picture and show you got your hand up.
That's mad funny. No, Bitcoin and Base just came to the stage. I know Kendu's up here. I don't know if he spoke yet. Super Saiyan's up here. Sam is up here. And Mark is up here as well. So let's get to Kendu, I guess. Let's see what's going on with Kendu. Kendu, here comes Monka S. Look, who let this guy up here? Monka S, immediately as I start speaking, comes right onto the stage, runs to the stage with a steel chair, and here he is.
Hey, Monka. Okay, hi, Zach. We've just had a dev space in Kenduino, and we were talking a bit about the development and the ETF, of course, what to expect and stuff. Recently, the other day, I asked an astrologist just to try something new out. Not that I believe too much in the planet having much of an effect.
Oh my God! Zach over
funny,
here. Jesus
funny
Christ.
Information. He said from the 2nd of September there are going to be great financial shifts in the world. So I'm just letting that leave there. More than that, I'm super bullish. Kenduino has got a new website that you guys should go and take a look at. It's better than ever before, and it really gives some information about our indexes and stuff like that. Yeah, that's all. Thanks.
Nice. Let's get to Bitcoin on Base.
Yeah, what's up, Bitcoin on Base?
Good morning, everyone. Been a minute. How's everyone doing?
Bitcoin on Base, let's cut to the chase. What's your market cap at right now? And this is a good buying opportunity for the rest of the world.
Absolutely is. Yes, it is. We're under $5 million. Get in. We have a lot of stuff cooking. I'll talk about the project. I was also going to talk about a little bit what I think it was Pedro was talking. We're partnering with Evergreen Fund that assists people with addiction issues, but I think that there should be some focus on children as well, because that's where it starts. And I'm going to direct some focus there and how we're, creating our initiatives with Evergreen. They're pretty well known for the role that they play in substance abuse and mental health issues for adults. But I think, again, some attention can be placed on children. So thank you for that, sir. And the work you do with kids, I had a tough childhood myself, so I know all about it. With Bitcoin on Base, guys, just a quick update. We have a big event on Thursday in San Francisco. This is an activation event where this is the same group that's doing the On-Chain Summit that Shelby was talking about, where Women on Base will be speaking for their roundtable. That's a 3-day event happening in August. But this Thursday, we're hosting a happy hour at the same Howard, it's called. And basically everybody can come in. Everyone here is invited. It's free food, open bar. And
open bar?
Yes, sir. Yes,
yo,
sir.
Bitcoin Base, yo, DM me, because what I'm hearing from ticket. That's what I'm hearing from you. The Bitcoin and Base crew needs me on the plane. I got you. Yeah, open bar. You heard it here first.
Yeah, guys. It's a 3-hour event, 5 p.m. Pacific to 8 p.m. Let's see. Open bar, free food. Upon entry, you also get $10 worth of Bitcoin on Base airdropped by scanning a QR code. So this is really interesting. We're working on the back end tooling. Coinbase is going to have an NFT drop from Coinbase Wallet, where as part of your admission, you receive this NFT, you scan a QR code upon entry, and immediately they're going to be pulling from a wallet and dropping $10 worth of BTCB into the new person entering. So if they're a new person coming on chain, this is sort of like the activation in real life event that Coinbase is really trying to gear towards now, is getting new people who are unfamiliar with blockchain their new smart wallet activation. And so we'll be one of those first events that's happening under that new initiative. Doomer is another project on Base that's going to be joining us, and it's super exciting. We're looking forward to seeing the new users that come on every Thursday. They have different tech companies come in and sponsor this event that they have at the Howard, and this week it'll be a couple of Base chain projects. So don't sleep on Bitcoin on Base.
Dude, that's super epic. That is super epic. Get in the door and they drop $10 worth of your token in their wallet. Talk about onboarding. That's super exciting. So
thank you guys.
Not financial advice. I'm buying.
There was one other thing. I think Zach from Subway, you were keen on this the last time I mentioned it, but I've been monitoring. I do blockchain analysis in my free time and monitoring this Brett Whale, who's got like $500,000 of Brett, like $1 million worth of Crash in his wallet, and he or she, and has been just scooping relentlessly. There was about 260,000 BTCB in the wallet that I was monitoring for like a 30-day period, acquiring every other day. There was some recent wallet movements, and they're now linked to 2 other wallets. There's a cluster, and the total is something like 700,000 BTCB, which is almost like, 6% of the supply that this person has been acquiring. So a multimillionaire holding Brett and Crash on Base and scooping relentlessly BTCB. So that's super reassuring for us, seeing that other big players in the market, especially on Base, are looking at our project as a viable long-term investment store of value.
BTCB, Super Saiyan Base in the space, man. Nice to hear from you. I'm not affiliated with the Base Goku project, although I think it seemed like a really good project. I just wanted to ask Bitcoin Base, I seen that you were a part of what the Mr. Burns has going on, and being able to collect BTCB by holding Mr. Burns. I just wanted to ask you just about that process and working with them, if that was seamless and how easy that was for you guys. And I also wanted to ask, if that's something that's helping out, or how is that something that's adding value to Bitcoin Base, to Bitcoin on Base?
No, so
Did you share the space, Super Saiyan?
I don't think I did, but I can definitely. I'm sorry about that.
Come on, brother.
Come on, I got you.
Talking and you ain't even supporting the truth.
I just hopped in here.
Now you get Bitcoin Base. Go ahead, buddy.
Yes. So that when they launched, they I think gathered the few tokens that they wanted involved, and we didn't actually do anything to submit for that. That was a kind of unilateral thing that they did on their end. And I haven't been following the project, so I'm unfamiliar with that interface or, what that really means for us. I think I understand it to be that they're farming from their token their tokenomics, like they're able to buy our token. I'm just not sure. I'm not involved with that project.
No, thank you. Sorry, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure either how it all works. And I just seen you guys were on there, so that was all I had to say, man. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you for the question.
Great stuff. Guys, Zach Humphries hasn't spoken in a minute. I wonder if he, what's going on over there. But he actually has 1 point.
You got rugged?
You can't hear you.
I think Paige.
Can you hear me?
Now you are back, maybe.
Can you hear me?
He's rugging.
Oh my God!
The space is weird today though, because it's showing Bitcoin on Base and HGACESS listeners. I don't know what the hell's going on. And my main account was all weird. It wasn't letting me unmute for a minute, so that's why I'm on the Crypto Breakfast Club Twitter. Make sure you guys follow this Twitter account, by the way.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you now. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I was saying you have 1,600 people watching/listening live on X. About 100 people in here, and then how many people do you have on YouTube?
Yeah, somewhere probably a couple hundred. But no, it's going to be awesome when YouTube views actually pick back up, man. Because, dude, back in 2021, we had a live stream where we had 22,000 people with us live at one time, concurrent.
God damn!
Yeah, it was nuts. And we had some massive ones. So I know it's going to be crazy when this thing pops off. But it's funny, not a lot of new people are coming to the space right now. And I know that because they go to YouTube first. All the traffic, all the people, like I'll post the same video on X and get way more traffic. And these are the people that never left. These are like the crypto OGs that went through the whole bear market. So, I mean, but that's bullish for us, right? Like that's something we've been talking about is that Bitcoin's doing all this stuff, setting all-time highs, making a ton of noise. And basically we have the same amount of retail interest as when Bitcoin was at $16,000. We pulled up that yesterday, I think, while we were on our space. And so when you really zoom out and think about that, this is all institutional demand, essentially, with a little bit of retail that never left. Imagine what kind of demand shock we're going to have when retail and institutional demand collide here. And then obviously now with Ethereum ETF unleashing the entire altcoin market, giving people, that feeling of safety or whatever that a lot of people need, I think. Maybe not us, but a lot of other people need. It's crazy. And I know we talk about it, it's so cliche. We're early, guys. We're early. But like literally, like that's how early we freaking are. I mean, Bitcoin is, sitting up here at damn near 70,000 and nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. I mean, so last time this happened in 2021, it was like everybody's telling their best friend dog groomer about Coinbase app and buy $10 of Bitcoin or you're stupid, So it's kind of nuts. Last cycle was very much retail driven. This is starting out to be institutionally driven, but I think it's going to be met with retail demand at some point, in the next 6 to 8 months. And hopefully you guys are ready.
I think that's why high conviction meme coins are going to be important. Because I think a lot of people are going to jump, a lot of new people are going to jump into, like, we talked about Dogecoin, maybe Pepe, SHIB, and all those guys. Because just to get their feet wet, they're going to start with, those guys, tried and true meme coins where they don't have to dig through the dirt. They can still get it off exchanges. Because a lot of them are not going to know how to, move money around from wallet to exchange and back and forth and stuff. So I think, you're going to see a boom from those guys like Doge, SHIB, all those top meme coins in the top 100 right now, whatever they are. I think those are going to start moving really, really hard when retail first gets here. I love VeChain, but people coming into the ecosystem aren't going to jump right into VeChain. Even though I think you can do a 10, 20x in this market, coming up, no one's going to be like, oh my God, crypto, what's the first thing I'm getting into? I got some VeChain. People are like, what the fuck are you talking about? What happened to Doge? Like, what's going on with Doge? So I think that's what we're looking at going forward. I think you're right with the retail thing. Retail's not here, and I think that's actually the scary part.
And to your point, bro, there are so many people, and I've said this before, there are so many people who know about Dogecoin right next to Bitcoin, and that's all they know about crypto, that have never invested, but they've heard of Bitcoin, they've heard of Dogecoin. They haven't even heard of Ethereum. You'll say Ethereum, and they'll be like, wait, what? I've heard of, you show them the Dogecoin logo. Oh, yeah, Dogecoin, yeah. That's crazy.
And the other thing is a lot of people, especially newer people, they don't know what alt season is yet. They don't know what it's like when your project does a 300x in a day. 3x, they don't know, and it's going to blow people's minds, and the FOMO is going to be crazy, and that's what I'm getting.
Map that out a little further.
Oh my God, I'm
Again.
Zach, map that out a little further. What do they do when they enter on base?
What's that, bro?
I said map that out.
I hate spaces right now. I'm hating them.
Hey, we can hear you. Go ahead. All right, I'll take it. I was just saying, Zach, with that idea in mind, to map that out further, when they park their funds on base, where do they go?
Bitcoin on base.
That's right.
100%, man. I mean, I love Brett too. Somebody was mentioning Brett on the live stream a little earlier. I think it's stupid undervalued still, considering that it is like basically their own token at this point, because it's the only thing in the billions. But who knows? Maybe Bitcoin on base is next.
Absolutely. We're looking to basically leverage every marketing initiative that Coinbase is doing. We'll be at the base camp as well. That's their first inaugural event, where annually they'll be meeting with all the base projects. Not all. They have a select group, but we are invited. Fortunately, that happens at the end of the month, and our very own Michelle will be there to represent, as well as Matthew. And I told you guys about Matthew. He's the director over at Evergreen Fund that we're partnering with. So those announcements will come out, that partnership with Evergreen. We're also going to revamp our website. I kind of realized I didn't say everything in my previous bit. We're revamping our website to show the members of the core team, our photos, our bios. There'll probably be a short video, like an introduction, where we have a live spaces and have that hit the website, so that people in their first touch on our assets online, they see us, they see faces attached to the project and what we're about. So I wanted to throw that in.
Nice. I'll only buy more if you retweet the space.
Yes, sir. On it.
And I'm curious why it's called Evergreen, because that makes me think of Clinton's big ship that, and it makes me think of China.
Yeah, they've been around for a very long time. They've helped. The Evergreen Fund is the parent company of multiple subsidiaries, one of which is called Red Door. And this is a treatment center that's HIPAA regulated, that allows for the people that are coming out of detox to then enter into the next phase of their healing process, which is joining a community of like-minded people, also sober, that are building businesses and networking for the purpose of, instilling the necessary, fortification for folks in a new environment to get better. If you just release people that are, coming out of addiction or mental health treatment back into their old environment, that is a recipe for, relapse. And that's basically the issue that plagues that area of social support. People relapse like 90% of the time, and 50% of those issues, those cases, turn into people not making it. So the Evergreen Fund has created a model that builds out the future for people in a network of individuals that are able to support. Their main clientele are very high net worth individuals. So folks that can't afford the treatment have scholarship opportunities because the other people involved can afford to assist that way. And what we're doing with them is seeking to leverage the base chain ecosystem in this new global economy that you hear Jesse Pollack talking about all the time, bringing the next billion users on chain, implementing Bitcoin on base, and the seamless transition to this on-chain capacity that Base is building into this ecosystem that Evergreen has already built. So these major businesses that go in and out of that treatment program, owners of those businesses, will look to us to integrate. So we'll be that first touch that people who are totally unfamiliar with bringing, enterprise businesses on chain. They see us because I'll actually be there on a weekly basis presenting. So I have to do this little course where I'm able to provide group therapy. Since it's, like I said, a HIPAA regulated facility, but I'll be there on a weekly basis teaching about, financial literacy and responsible, usage of crypto, safety when you're entering into this space. My background is 20 years in finance, so I'm able to bring something to the table there for these folks and hopefully, help in their process as well.
It's good stuff. Let's go down to Dupe.
Yo, Zach. Great stuff. Really on helping people on a personal level. That's great. That's the best way to go. Organic one-to-one but spaces like this. Really. Now back to you guys. That you're creating like these educational communal spaces for people to speak up and ask questions or learn or tell about their experiences or tell about their projects. It has a huge value, guys. Great value. I mean, in a lot of these meme coins, like I think this is going to be the future. Like kind of like collaborating and sharing and having like this organic. I think it's like going to be the organic age so much. Yeah.
I agree. Thank you, Zach Humphries, Zach from Subway, and Paige for putting this on. I gotta retweet the space. Damn it, forgot. 1 second.
That's it. I'm buying $10,000 worth of Bitcoin on Base.
Yeah.
As if you're not the whale that he was talking about earlier.
Yeah, this guy's not fooling anyone. This guy's a phony.
Me? That's it. I'm dumping 8 XP to buy Bitcoin on Base.
That's right. Yo, Bitcoin on Base. Send me some Bitcoin on Base.
But why do you hold so much of that other token, Zach? I mean, I like Brett, but what was the other one?
I don't know. I have a huge collection of tokens. I don't know what you're speaking of.
It was Brett and
Gold?
No, it was another one tied to it. Brian, which one was it?
Bone? For Shibarium?
No, that wallet he was talking about had Brett and another token on Base.
Oh, got it.
Crash, that's right.
Yeah.
Which is, of course, Crash is Clay, the guy that called Brett, basically, who's had some other great calls, too.
Yeah, there's 3 wallets that are clustered just from recent wallet movements. It seems to me like if I'm done trading, I'll park funds. Maybe I'll put it, because we recently went live on Ledger. So it could be that these are hardware wallets that these large tranches were moved to. And that's when I was able to see that the 3 wallets were connected, but it's substantial.
That's exactly what I like to do. I like to get these and I like to throw them into my ledgers. And you don't even know they're there. You need third-party applications to even get them out of there because they don't show up. And years down the line, you see it's like, bottom, and you go, holy shit, I forgot I had that. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go down to Lady. Go ahead.
Okay, a couple things on my mind. One is I found like it was very easy to do things when I had Coinbase, but then when I started getting into the other wallets, the safer wallets or like Zaman or Phantom, then I'm back to where I don't know what to do. I liked it on Coinbase because if I knew I was going to hold something, not do anything with it, you could stack, or you could, I don't know, you just could earn a little bit in another way. And then I'm also seeing that with Solana and with XRP and Bitcoin and everything, it's like, yes, buying these tokens, somehow aren't we helping the chain? Then, like if we do it on Solana, we're kind of helping that increase as well as the coin. I think that's very interesting to learn about. And then I'm going to let somebody else go ahead of me. And then I just wanted to tell you something about helping children real quick, but I'll wait a minute.
Anybody want to jump in?
Yeah, if you're buying any token, you're helping the chain, no matter what chain it's on. So obviously it's on.
Go ahead, Zach. Sorry.
I just need to watch a few YouTube movies so I'll feel braver.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused on what you were saying because, yeah, I mean, obviously a token is a layer off of that chain. So if you're buying that token, you are helping the chain's volume, no matter what chain you're on. So I'm kind of confused. Are you saying like it's easier to buy on Coinbase Wallet than like a ledger thing?
I think I have an idea.
I think she's having issues with the centralized, she liked Coinbase because it was more centralized exchange, and she's having trouble navigating the decentralized exchange of crypto.
Yeah, the difference, guys, is because, when you're working on a decentralized protocol, you're basically custodying your own assets on your wallet. So if you have your Phantom wallet for Solana, which I don't use at all, I don't touch Solana for my own reasons, but Ethereum, similarly, you're going to be using MetaMask, or you have your Coinbase Smart Wallet, the new Advent, or just the Coinbase wallet. But in each of those instances, anytime you do a trade, the Ethereum that leaves your wallet and the token that enters back into your wallet from the trade, it's in your wallet. You hold your private key, and you're the custodian of that. So I think for a lot of new people coming on board, it's a daunting process to, first off, get the wallet set up, get the keys stored securely, and then beyond that, realizing like, holy shit, I have, $100K sitting on my cell phone. So there's a lot of education that needs to go into this next cycle here that we're in getting people comfortable and making sure that they don't, make a move that loses their wealth. That's potentially just, sitting on a cell phone, which is not a good spot for it.
I agree 100%. And I don't keep any of my crypto on exchanges. I only use them to cash out. Pretty much. They're the off ramp. Other than that, I'm pretty much 100% decentralized. Not your keys, not your crypto. So I think, education is huge in the space. The average person coming into crypto, they don't know what DeFi is. They're going to go on, Coinbase Exchange, crypto.com like that and buy their crypto. But what they don't realize is if that exchange goes down, they lose all their crypto because it's pretty much just a loan, to the investor. So I support DeFi 100%. That's what I'm about. That's why I really like something like Shibarium, where it's 100% decentralized. And now with the Treat token coming out, there's even private transactions that will happen. It's not out right now, but I think that will be announced at some point soon. So I'm all about the DeFi side, 100%. Coinbase Wallet, MetaMask. They used to use Uniswap or whatever platform for that blockchain you need to trade, and you own your crypto. So you can wake up and at least you got your crypto. Whether the project goes up and down, the exchange won't, go under while you're sleeping. So I'm a huge advocate for DeFi.
I agree 100%.
And the troubles a lot of people have is because on a centralized exchange, everything's right there. If you want to buy a token, it's just there. On the decentralized side, you actually have to go to the DEX itself, look at the liquidity pairs. And these things are important because you could buy a token off the wrong pair. The price is really high. You could have went to a different DEX and bought cheaper. So there's tools like DEX tools, Wolf Tools soon, where you can just go, and that will make the decentralized side easier because they do DEX aggregation and they pull from all the decentralized exchanges, and you can look at all the different pairs right on there. So as much as I hate DEX tools, I would suggest going there and just kind of looking at tokens, looking at the charts, looking at the pairs, and just kind of familiarizing yourself with the information that they provide you and try to learn from there.
But on the flip side of that, for like myself, like trading, shorting Bitcoin and Ethereum and stuff like that, I do like exchanges for that one reason. Not to hold my bag, but to trade it because you don't pay the gas fees. They have certain fees you pay, but it's not like trading on Uniswap or something. So that particular aspect of it, that kind of big money trading, I'll use the exchanges for. But other than that, just me stacking up for future generation wealth, it's all DeFi.
And Lady D, the other thing, if you're going on to Dex Tools, there's a really great feature. If you click on the audit button, it normally should be bright green, meaning that they've got a good score. But click on that, it'll take you to a few of the automated audits that take place through like Quick Intel, Go Plus. You can scroll down a little bit. You'll see an item that says Token Sniffer. Always take a look at that before you're getting into something. It'll give you all the information on the back end, whether or not the contract is renounced. That's important. Whether or not the liquidity is either burned or locked. Another super important thing, you don't want to get rugged.
Oh, we can go over something on that too, because we actually had this happen the other day. So my personal opinion about a renounced contract, I don't really care. The one only benefit for me is that they can't change pretty much the taxes on it. But if you're on a decentralized exchange, let's just say, I wouldn't say Uniswap, maybe something smaller, right? And they decide to close their doors. If you renounce your contract on that platform, you're pretty much screwed moving everything over. So for me, I don't really care about the renounce contract that much. As long as for me, I do my investigational work into the people behind the project. So, hopefully they're legitimate and cool like that. But renounce contract can actually screw projects in the long run if you need to move to a different platform. So, and I know this for a fact because I was on like MarSwap and I got screwed because I renounced my contract and I moved it over to ShibaSwap, but there's some things I can't do on there. Like the taxes, I can't change the router and stuff like that. And I don't get the taxes on that. Luckily I got the east side, but renounce contract, I think we don't really talk about it that much and it should be brought up a lot. So that's my personal opinion on it. I don't really care if it's renounced or not, in case you have to move to a different chain or a different decentralized application.
Yeah. I think that your point makes sense. I've never gone full degen to even touch any of the chains that you just mentioned. So I'm on Base, which is produced by Coinbase. I don't think they're going anywhere, but more power to you. Yeah. No, they're not. I mean, I'm on Uniswap. I mean, my pair's on Uniswap and on ShibaSwap for Shibarium. So I'm on Shibarium and the Bone pair and ETH side. So. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I don't think Base is going anywhere because as long as they don't make their own coin, I think they'll survive because they're using Ethereum. And now it's, we got the stamp of approval today. So big shout out to Coinbase for that. And I think, in longevity, I think Base will do very well. Yeah, it's incredible. They're the custodian for, I think, 90% of the Bitcoin ETFs. And they're assuming that same ratio for the Ethereum ETFs. So as an institution, they're going to be the largest in the world, of course, and that'll just expand further into all their partnerships. On the Base side, they've just partnered with Stripe. I think one of the biggest, payment processors for merchants, and the obvious integration there is so that once they roll out this next phase of their protocol, which on your smart wallet or your Coinbase wallet, you'll just be able to scan your phone at any merchant, any business, and any token that you want to extract value for your purchase will automatically convert into USD for these people. A seamless transition that they'll just integrate with all the existing payment processors so that people don't even know that that's what they're receiving. However, it's going to be the next stage of the advent when the merchant can toggle over and say, I'll just accept that token. So I think that would be, an incredible next move, which I think is already sort of there. It's just the rollout piece that's required.
I'm excited. I looked into that too because I use Stripe at my hotel for all my payments. So the fact that, people can pay with the card and it automatically does that seamless transactions, I think is extremely bullish. I'm definitely going to look into it for at least my hotel aspect of it. But we got 10 minutes left in the space. I do have to jump off at 11:30. I got to bring my kids to a hockey camp for the Boston Bruins. So there's a hard 11:30 for me to get off of here, but I appreciate everyone. I see Monka S got his hand up. We'll get to you.
Real quick before I dip, and Monka S, sorry for the interruption. Zach from Subway, we got to get your hotel accepting Bitcoin on Base. So let's have that conversation offline.
Right. I got to get my hotel accepting crypto period first.
Yeah.
Real quick before Monka S, Bitcoin on Base. You seem very knowledgeable about Base, and one thing that's kept me off of Base is they only had like one validator when they came out. Do they plan to increase that at any point? Do you know?
They only had what, you said?
One validator for their chain.
I couldn't understand what you said. I'm sorry.
There's only one validator for the Base chain.
I'm sure that's expanded since the original production, which was like a year ago. They've been operational for a year. And they're constantly pushing updates to make it more and more decentralized. The most recent, I can actually post into the Nest to give you some idea of some of the most recent implementations. I'll do that now.
That'd be great. Thank you.
For sure.
We'll get to Monka S, and then we'll get to Zach, and then probably close the space down.
Hey, what's good, Jets? How you guys doing? It's Monka X guy right here. Yo, as we can see, the ETFs is launched already, man. I'm so happy about this shit happening right now. We're about to get rich, baby. Let's go. I'm fucking happy right now. We're seeing the market how it is, and I see they say it's over like 300 million in just 1 hour. I just saw the news right now. Wait 1 sec. It just came up. Yeah, Ethereum ETF reaches 300 million in volume in the first trading hour. So this is what we expect. Though we don't expect the quick impact to happen, like, you know, the price just shoot up now. You know how it is. You know what happened to Bitcoin ETF. The price went over like almost a 4x from the bottom way when it was approved. So we're gonna see ETH go to like a 10K or something like that, maybe probably end of the year or January or something like that. But yeah, we all know what's gonna happen. This time around, the memes are gonna run crazy. Like whatever it is, man. Hold strong to those long-term narratives, those coins that are backed. You know, I see some people who don't listen in the spaces, because I was talking about the other time about people not selling those long-term plays, those long-term gems, the ones you hold and you believe in, to go randomly buy all those quick matters that just come up and shit like that. They don't listen. But yeah, we had a serious example today. Today, Elon Musk actually changed his profile picture back to his normal profile picture. Then all those DAC laser shit, all the shit dumb straight to hell. People don't understand, bro. I know a lot of people who sold their long-term play bags to go. I told you, if you want to play those degens, have those, you have the spare money around that you can play the degens. But anything that's going to make you go touch those long-term plays, those long-term bags to go chase those degens, you may end up losing your money. You're losing everything. And even, you know, it keeps you out of the crypto completely. When I mean crypto, I mean like when the pump finally comes in, you know, you're not positioned anywhere. You don't even have liquidity to chase around to get money. So still hold those gems you're holding. So this is a big lesson. Be careful how it is when it comes to all those matters that just comes up anytime. You could just get wrecked. Now, since after Elon Musk changed his Twitter profile picture back, every damn laser coin that every damn influencer was tweeting about, now where is it right now? They're all dying out, and people are losing money crazy. You understand? So just stay glued. I mean, stay glued to the projects you've seen performed well for like months, and you know you've been pushing around. So yeah, I see them. Just keep grinding. And Bitcoin on base, man. That's some base guy right there. I see this project was actually here from the start too, when we were coming up. I don't know why I paid this laughing though, but bro, I see you keep rugging every time I come on the space, so it's true. You keep rugging. Stop rugging. Stop laughing at me. Stop fucking laughing at me, bro. Bro, don't want to let me speak in peace. Come on, what the fuck is this? So, yeah, man. So that's just what I wanted to say. I just wanted to come up here and, as usual, you know, contribute to what it is, and just tell you to stay vigilant in the meme coin market, and just know that we're about to get rich. We're fucking about to get rich.
Yeah,
I don't know,
guys. We're pre-rich. We're not.
Yeah. That's the right word to you.
We're pre-rich, guys. All right, we're pre-rich. So
I appreciate the shout out, man. Thank you.
On a date and she asked you to pay for everything. Say, I can't right now. I'm pre-rich. Have her pay for everything. That's how we're going to do it.
100%. 100%. Yeah, Bitcoin and base, man. Yeah, you guys are really doing a great job. Thanks for that. I see the consistency is all it is, you know? That's actually what matters, you know? Longevity is actually what's rare in the space. But anybody that you see pushing for long term, respect that people, you get me? Because they deserve everything they working for. And they're gonna get it for sure, 100%.
Hey guys,
Appreciate you,
real
man.
quick,
Thank you.
tomorrow we're making sure, hopefully, that we don't have the technical difficulties that we had today. We're rugging left and right. Zach's rug. He's not even in here. No, I'm kidding. He's here, but he's under the Crypto Breakfast Club. So Zach from Subway, bring him up. All right, there we go. Good. Yeah, we're all over the place today because of Elon's Spaces. Maybe it's because he took his laser eyes off. But yeah, we do appreciate the support, guys. We are wrapping up soon. We're probably gonna give Zach the final word. Shout out to Crypto G. Love you. And my mom. Also love you. See you down there.
You love your mom too much.
There's no such thing. You know what that sounds like? Haterade. Hater vision from Zach. That's why he's hiding his face, because he be hating.
You need a girlfriend, man.
The bigger, I agree. The bigger thing,
listen,
he's got. Yeah, you got 10 Crypto G's on Twitter, bro. I've heard you
Mac. Whoa. G, what up, baby?
I've heard you Mac on 10 girls on Twitter Spaces, bro.
Name them.
Crypto G. Morgan. Yep. Go ahead.
Morgan's my ex-wife. There's a difference there. And Crypto G is my next wife. That's how we're doing this.
Is that a one-sided decision?
No. We'll talk in the back channels. Don't worry. We'll talk in the back channels. Don't forget, I'm pre-rich, baby. I'm pre-rich.
I'm never.
You know we love you.
We're gonna give Zach the last word.
Everyone's rich in this space. What's new?
I do got to jump off in 2 minutes, so.
Yeah, for sure. Zach, thanks for hosting today, man. Guys, sorry for the ups and downs there at the start. We got it cooking, though. Big day, obviously. Don't get freaked out with a little bit of a sell-off. This is a long-term catalyst. We've got a ton of great meme coins that have built a foundation, I think, on ETH and Base that I think are really going to do some great things. And I've got my couple Solana plays, too. And like Zach was saying, I think this is eventually going to prop up a lot of the layer ones. So be on the lookout for AVAX and Sol, and eventually Cardano will move paid. I'm sure of it.
Thank you. I mean, someone had to say
it. Eventually, right? At some point. But no, it's always a late mover. But no, this is a great time, man. It's a great time to be in the space. I just want to say thank you to everybody who's listening. We had a great turnout today on all the live streams. For basically much of the show, we had 1,600 people combined with us over there on both platforms. So great day for crypto. This is much bigger than just a one-time catalyst. Again, this is setting the stage for the next 5, 10 plus years of crypto and blockchain being at the forefront of the next what I think is going to be the next digital age, and this next big move in the economy and the world, and even reserve currencies. Right? I mean, literally, this is the beginning stages, and it's just amazing. We're going to be able to look back, 3, 5, 10 years down the road and just think, thank God we were, stupid enough to get in crypto, but also smart enough to get in crypto, because I think it's both. You got to be a little stupid, but, they laugh at you at first and then they join you later, right?
I laugh at you the whole time.
I'm still laughing at
you. Wait, Zach, real quick before we close. Zach,
yeah, bro.
Tomorrow you're traveling, correct? What's happening there?
Tomorrow night. I'm good tomorrow because I'm getting into Nashville tomorrow night. I'm getting FOMO. Everybody's already there. I'm seeing everybody post and everything. I'm like, shit, maybe I should have went early. But I'm getting in tomorrow night. And then I'm staying in an Airbnb with a bunch of content creators too. You guys probably know some of the names. Connor Kenny, Sam, my financial friend, a bunch of friends of mine in the space. We're all staying together in a big Airbnb. So I'll still be able to do the show probably, at least have it on, but I might be at the conference. So I'll be hosting them as long as I got reception, which I should be good there. And, but yeah, we'll play it by ear. I'll let you guys know how, but they'll be on for sure. But it will be live too. I'm going to try to go live at the event, try to get as many interviews as I can, hopefully with Trump, Vivek, Tulsi Gabbard, Michael Saylor. There's a bunch of big names. So
going to try my best to get out there and see if I can get close enough to Trump, ask him a couple questions. But yeah, man, should be fun.
Awesome.
Remember to share the space, everyone. Really, let's get it.
Share the space, yeah. Share it so people can listen back. But we'll catch you tomorrow. I got to dip out and drive my ass towards Boston. So,
hey, B-Town, baby.
B-Town. I don't live anywhere near there. Just so you know, I live in Las Vegas.
Everyone, if I can have just one more quick reminder, San Francisco, Thursday at the Howard, Bitcoin on Base is giving away $10 of BTCB upon arrival in an airdrop, free food, open bar. Make your way there. Check the Nest or check our page. We've got the advert there. Thanks, everyone. And Zach Humphries, Zach from Subway and Paid, thanks for putting this on. We really appreciate you guys. We started with you less than $1 million market cap, and you've been our go-to every morning for our crypto breakfast.
Awesome. All right. Well, we'll catch you guys tomorrow at 9:30. All right. See you later.
Bye now.